now, if you're tuning in on the Facebook stream, we're back. Chopp Shop Radio Part 2, Nabi Reality, and everything like that. The burning of the fires and all that other stuff. And basically what we were saying is that hip-hop was created as an opposition to the norm. And if we get, and now all these rappers, right, with the success of the NWA movie, there's all these biopics out that are coming created. Master P got one coming out. 2 Live Crew got one coming out. We got the Biggie, the Tupac one, the Dog Pound, right? You know what I mean? I'm about to do one. I don't know why the Wi-Fi over here is just some crazy sometimes, the way it works over here. But
it's the ring.
On the ring?
Everything on the ring.
That is
knocking out power all over the state.
So basically, back to wrap it up on what we were saying, so we can move on. Hip hop was started in the ashes of the burning and the whites burning the buildings down. So like, all right, well, we can't stop them from rapping, but we're gonna keep them out the club. How you gonna keep them out the club? Well, you can come in the club, but you gotta dress this way. Formal clothes, right?
No Timbs, no athletic gear,
right?
No
you gotta wear, yeah. And this is at a time, right, where people couldn't afford these kinds of clothes, right?
Yeah.
And then they said that even if you could buy those clothes, if you came in, you had to do like the electric slide and all these disco dances, which were very specific rules. There was no
to the streets. Yeah. We can't be in the club.
And that's where breakdancing comes from, right?
Somebody got the beat in the trunk already. You know what I'm saying? Everybody took the light. Yeah, that's it.
That's what it is, though. But that's where breakdancing comes from. It comes from them not letting them in the clubs and everything like that. So earlier, but that's all goes back to when 2 Live Crew and NWA came out. NWA said, fuck the police. 2 Live Crew said, oh, smack a bitch in the ass and all this other stuff, right? Which, you know, I can't defend that misogynistic type of stuff. But at the same time, right, I support the rawness of them speaking. This was at an age where we weren't that developed, right? So the booty music, and that was the life of Miami, right? So that's what was going on, and that was the sequence of it, right? So 2 Live Crew comes out, and they make all this music, Me So Horny, all this other stuff. The fucking United States government and everybody else banned them, right, from coming out. That's why they came out with that. Was the whole album, or just the song called Banned in America? Remember the 2 Live? Remember the 2 Live Crew joint?
Because they had Dirty Nursery Rhymes and all the other,
Dirty Nursery Rhymes and all of that, yeah. So basically, like, 2 Live Crew was one of the reasons why, the main reasons why they created the parental advisory sticker, and then they actually went to court. So
that helped them out.
It did help. I mean, it blew them up.
It's almost like drugs.
It blew them up.
If drugs wasn't illegal, a lot of people wouldn't do them because the whole thing about it being illegal and dangerous, and it gives it like an edge for people, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's almost like when the Michael Jordan sneakers first came out. The first Jordans came out. The NBA banned them because they was against the
color scheme.
The color scheme was against.
Didn't Nike
well,
pay?
Can I finish, bro?
I know, but I'm saying Nike paid that fee, right?
They paid the fee, yeah. Nike paid the fine, and they had a commercial, and it went all the way down from Michael Jordan's head to his feet, and like, So that made the Jordans blow up. So that same thing with the parental advisory sign. Now people want to go see it. Like you tell somebody, don't do this. Don't open this. Don't open the window.
Isn't that why young kids smoke cigarettes? They tell them not to.
Somewhat. The whole thing, the rebellious part of it. You know what I mean? The part of like, you tell somebody, you leave a box right here and say, don't open.
You want to open?
You open it, motherfucker, because
you're curious.
You're curious. You know what I mean? Or just the edgy part of it. You know what I mean? So that helped them out actually. Like it made the shit better. Now people's like, parental advisory. I never seen it before. What's this all about? That made them go buy the album even more. So it kind of like backfired on the whole shit they were trying to do.
Whatever your parents told you can't do, of course you wanted to do.
Yeah, you want to do it, right? Got to be something good about it. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. So back to, remember we were talking about earlier about that Supreme Court case thing, Cash?
Yeah.
So what it said was, so we were talking about the Campbell versus Acuff Rose Music United States Supreme Court decision, which favors the artist's rights to create like parodies and make like do lewd stuff on and have freedom of speech, right?
And like the Weird Al Yankovic.
That kind of stuff, but also like to say like bitch, ass, or whatever, right? So what it says, I looked it up. They looked this up. This Campbell versus Acuff Rose. It says the members of the rap group music group 2 Live Crew, Fresh Kid Ice, the one, rest in peace, he just passed away. Yeah. Fresh Kid, it was yesterday, I think. Fresh Kid Ice, Mr. Mix, and Brother Marcus and Luke Campbell composed a song called Pretty Woman, a parody based on Roy Orbison's rock ballad, Oh Pretty Woman. The group's managers asked Acuff Rose Music if they could get a license to use Orbison's tune for a ballad to be used as a parody. If any of you know what parody is, like a joke of. Acuff Rose Music refused to grant the brand a license, but Two Live Crew nonetheless produced and released the parody. Almost a year later, after nearly 250,000 copies of the recording had been sold, Acuff Rose sued Two Live Crew and his record company, Luke Skywalker Records, for copyright infringement. The district court granted summary judgment for Two Live Crew, holding that their song was a parody that made fair use of the original song under S-107 of the copyright of 1976. The Court of Appeals reversed and remanded, holding that the commercial nature of the parody rendered it present them unfair under the first of 4 factors relevant, that by taking the heart of the original, making it the heart of a new work, Two Live Crew had taken too much under the third factor.
What the fuck does that mean?
Basically saying that they kind of took too much of the song. Like they took too much.
Yeah,
they took like it's not illegal to parody a song, but you can't take like the fucking beat and the chorus,
the words and
stuff, the chorus and things of that nature.
Shit, but that's the motherfucking nature of the game right now. Like, no, that's how 50 Cent got on.
Yeah, controversy.
No, dude, he used to take fucking songs and just make remixes.
No, but before that it was kind of controversial. It didn't come out. How to Rob was first, wasn't it?
After
before that.
You know the craziest part about that is he was doing motherfucking songs better than them sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was on
that first G-Unit mixtape was classic.
One of my favorite ones is when he did that Anthony Hamilton 10, coming from where I'm from, where I'm from. I like the bad news. So we're gonna transition out of the Two Live Crew thing, but the end point I wanted to say on the Two Live Crew is that the interesting point is that when Two Live Crew first came out, right, and NWA and all of that, white America did their best to shut it down. Then they realized that they could make so much money from it. So what they did was they infiltrated it, they dominated it, just like some of the Jewish companies do, like with Africa with the diamonds, right? They take the diamonds out of Africa, they take them over to Europe, they chop them up, mix it up, right? They remix them, cut them down, shine them, and then sell them back to rich blacks in America. And that there's people in Africa that have never seen polished diamonds. The point that I'm saying is that they want to shut hip-hop down, saying it's vulgar, it's evil, it's teaching our kids this, it's teaching our kids that. But we can watch action movies, right? Like Arnold Schwarzenegger killed more people than anybody in movies, but he backed the law that banned violence in video games. Like, are you the Terminator, bro? Are you, wait a minute, is that the Terminator?
I killed nobody.
For real. Eminem said it. He was like, I couldn't even sneak a plastic gun at customs over at London. But last week I'm watching a movie on Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I'm saying? And he's shooting on motherfuckers with a Uzi. He
backed the law. So the point what I'm saying is that they wanted to shut hip hop down.
Schwarzenegger movie, we shooting all sorts of motherfuckers with a Uzi.
Yeah.
Nobody can rap like that.
Yo, the thing is, right? They utilized hip hop, right? They utilized hip hop to get what they wanted out of it, right? And then now look at it now. Look at it now.
They just washed it all up. You seen the new XXL freshman joint?
Yo, the only one I really like is Dave East. Not the new one.
No, we're talking about a new one now. It's a couple of dudes you probably haven't even heard of. But once they spin, you're gonna be like, why? Why?
A Boogie.
They
show like 3.
I like A Boogie. I like A Boogie.
This shit's awful.
I don't think he's awful.
No, his XXL freestyle.
Oh yeah.
Freshman class jump off.
P&B Rock, whatever the fuck that nigga's name.
That dude. Why do they act like that dude's the shit? He's corny.
Yo, man, it's like it's graded on a scale. You know when you go to school and you take a test and they say we're gonna grade it on a scale. That means they're gonna grade it from the best person, and they're gonna grade your shit from the best person. You know what I mean? They just get graded from, like, if I get a 90 and I'm the best. Everybody's gonna get graded according to my shit. She's graded on a scale.
Yeah, exactly.
So now rap artists are graded on a scale, not like you're not grading him on what he did. You're grading him on how good he is compared to the best that you think it is. So it's like everybody suck, so he's nice. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nobody else really like this. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. That the bar gets lowered, right? That's why, like this dude like Dave East that Nas signed. I like Dave East. I think he's nice, but he's really not that ill lyrically compared to the great lyricists.
I said the other day when I listened.
But he's better than all these other dudes, so the bar is that high.
I said the other day.
He's a good artist.
But
he's not compared to like the guys that we like. of course. All right.
So I listened to Dave East, and I said Dave East is the best lyricist from Harlem.
I agree.
Ever. Who like?
I don't know about forever, but
ever.
Big L.
Yeah, but Big L
didn't have a chance.
Big L didn't even have a catalog. You gonna bring me like 5 Big L
He
songs.
died young though.
I'm not blaming Big L for this.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking what's really going on. So like, name some artists from fucking Harlem that's really like that nice.
I like Dipset. I don't like Cameron.
They're good. They're good. They're entertaining.
J.R. Ryder. He sounds like Cameron a little bit, but I like J.R.
Because he
Ryder.
probably wrote for Cameron.
Yeah.
Vado. I like Vado. You don't like Vado.
Just like saying Corey Guns is amazing, but he wrote for Lil Wayne, so then it's just like puts him on the back burner. You know what
I never really cared for Corey Guns though.
Yeah, but if you hear his
I was
joint,
Corey
you
Guns
like-
shit though.
He can rap. You know how you just don't like him? Yeah, but it's a conversation. Calm down. It's a conversation. It's a conversation. So I'm saying I don't think that Corey Guns is that. I think he can rap. But
I heard
don't
some
like
Corey
him.
Guns shit not too long ago. That shit was banging. That shit was crazy.
banging.
It was
Yeah,
fire. It was
yeah.
like he rapped for like 2 minutes and that shit was
He's a
crazy.
beast, but you know how you hear somebody who's dope,
Is
you
he
just
from
don't like
Harlem?
him.
He's from
No.
Soundview Section. That's Peter Gunn's son.
Yeah,
Corey
but-
Guns, Peter Guns.
Yeah. I know.
He's
Yeah.
from Soundview.
Yeah.
Where's Soundview?
My
at?
side.
That's Bronx, right?
But not the Harlem side.
No, yeah, that's not Harlem. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's Harlem's not. Yeah,
Soundview,
it's Manhattan.
Soundview. That's no side. It's Soundview.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, name somebody from Harlem that's really like that nice lyrically.
I mean, I think Davies is the nicest out
I'm
of
saying you
Harlem.
said J.R. Ryder. He probably came close because his punchlines.
J.R. Ryder is a problem.
He's a beast.
He's really talented.
J.R. Ryder is like a dude that. All right, so like Davies got a song about a story that when a girl robbed him. Keisha. That's
a dope.
That's a good song. J.R. Ryder can't make that song.
No, he can't.
He can't. J.R. Ryder can just rap. He can rap and just say,
Bars.
throw a bunch of words out, throw a bunch of metaphors, and be playful and be funny. It's entertaining.
Yeah, the bars.
Those guys are entertaining, but they're not like good. I'm not gonna say they're not good rappers. They're not like. They're just entertaining. That's all I can say. Like Cameron's entertaining. He's funny. You listen to him. He say funny shit. Say good stuff.
I never cared for Cameron.
He was good at one point in time. You know what
Purple
I mean?
Haze days. Purple Haze.
He was nice.
Purple Haze days.
Yeah.
What's that track he had?
He was entertaining.
What's that track he had? That I always like that track. What's that?
A lyrical standpoint.
You know what track I really like him? That
different things. Like Davies can be lyrical, he can be entertaining, and he can tell stories, and he can do all other shit. Like a lot of them dudes from
They
like,
can't.
You got Mace. Mace is a good artist, but he's not a great like lyricist or a great rapper, so to speak. You know what I mean? But Davies, and I heard Davies, I was like, he's like one of the best dudes from Harlem. That I put him on top as like a straight.
He's got bars.
Rapper.
I mean, Nas co-signed. Nas only co-signed like a few dudes. I mean, there was the group that didn't really go that far, right? The Bravehearts, his brother Jungle, and the other dude, and then there was that other guy Quan or whatever his name was when he did that.
Well, think about it. All the best rappers ever have sucky ass teams.
Yeah,
all of them.
Well, G-Unit's not whack. Lloyd
28
Banks, 28 is a shooter.
I tell you what,
Lloyd Banks can rap.
Lloyd Banks is the best.
Young Buck can rap.
Lloyd is the best sidekick ever.
Lloyd Banks.
And then Little Kim is second.
Yeah, Little Kim's a great sidekick. Yeah.
Think about all the other sidekicks that every other great rapper had.
Yeah.
They suck.
Never equaled up. Yeah.
They fucking suck.
But Davies isn't really like Nas' like sidekick. He's done his own thing.
But I'm just saying.
I know what you're saying, though. But the person they co-sign.
Like not even like a crew, like tribe. Like yeah, you know what I mean? Like the niggas that they
You can't say Junior Mafia because Big wrote all that shit, right? Like Junior Mafia didn't really write that shit. A lot of it though. I thought Big wrote majority of because I
play his anthem and all
that. He wrote that shit.
He used to come to the studio all twisted, and he used to just
no, but he said he wrote
that.
Yeah, he said he wrote that shit. He said he wrote that.
That's speculation, but I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of shit that he wrote, but you can't say he wrote all this shit, or you know what I mean? You can't say that. But like, you look at take Tupac, the fucking Outlaws, niggas garbage.
Yeah, not one of them stand out.
Nah,
you know
niggas ain't good. Look at fucking Ludacris. He got fucking
them dudes suck. Name one of those dudes. Isn't that where Titty Boy, aka 2 Chainz. What grown man calls himself Titty Boy? Them dudes are trash.
Yeah, I know. From
St. Lunatics suck.
They suck. All them dudes.
I don't think D12 sucks. You do. I don't think they suck.
They suck.
No, they do not.
Bizarre.
They do not. Bizarre sucks. But I like D12. D12 put out 2 good albums.
Because they had Eminem influence and Dr. Dre behind them.
But who? Okay.
Niggas garbage.
But that's like saying that the only reason why Ghostface killing them was good because they had the RZA behind him. So what?
No, we can't say that. Because
he had other stuff, Supreme Clientele. You know what I'm saying? He had other stuff.
It's true. D12 hasn't had nothing major since Eminem started
look at the credits behind it. You're gonna see Dr. Dre. And Dr. Dre ain't gonna put nothing out. His name is gonna be like, he's gonna put that. All their beats was banging. You know what I'm saying?
You look at it, D12. D12 probably are good rappers, but they was forced into a position where they had to rap about shit they probably really didn't want to rap about.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because these niggas, it's like shock value now. We say this bullshit, we say this and this and that. It's like playful kind of half playful, half gangster type rap. You know what I mean? It's like they made them rap like that because that's the lane that Eminem was in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're right. That was the standard at that time.
See, Bizarre's just he's too far out there for me.
But when they went to Demon's Night, that's when they
Devil's Night.
Devil's Night. Yo, you know what was the catalyst point that got them on? It wasn't that Eminem got on, that they got. I mean, it was, but there was something that happened. You know what happened? What happened was that Royce the 5'9" was always kind of better than Eminem, right? In certain ways, like he was more street.
I don't like Royce the 5'9",
but I do though, and a lot of people do. So but here's the point though. But I'm just talking history here. So Royce the 5'9", when Eminem first really started to blow up, and he started traveling and doing shows, he had to have a hype man. And he wanted it, and I think he wanted his hype man to be a black dude because, he wasn't necessarily accepted as a white dude. But that's really the guys he grew up with. So
who the fuck was gonna be a white hype man?
Exactly.
You ever see women with a white dude?
Hell
no.
So Royce the 5'9" was his hype man. But then here's what happened. Eminem got with Dre and then really blew up. Royce the 5'9"'s manager and Dr. Dre got into some type of behind the scenes of go fuck yourself altercation. And Dr. Dre basically put it on the line to Royce, basically like, all right, if you want to rock with Aftermath, you can, but you gotta get rid of your manager. And that was Royce's day one. That's like someone coming and telling me like, yo, you can get on, but you gotta tell Cash go fuck himself. Like, and Royce being a real nigga, it was like, nah, fuck that. So that's what caused the fallout between Royce and because Royce wanted to go work on his solo project because he felt like all his energy was around being M's hype man. And Dr. Dre and him was like, nah, just keep being a hype man and do this and that type of shit. So Royce said, fuck you. So when M got on, he didn't pull D12 on. He pulled Royce. When Royce backed out, the only other motherfucker that really knew whose music was Proof, God rest his soul. So he went and grabbed Proof. The rest is history, D12. They was in a group together.
Slaughterhouse. He went on them.
Slaughterhouse, yeah.
I can't stand Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, I like Slaughterhouse. I just don't like Joe Buttons. He's rap. I don't like Joe Buttons as a person. Joel Ortiz is a fucking monster. How can you not like Joel Ortiz?
I don't dislike him. I just don't like him as much as everybody else did.
You don't like King Crooked?
I think when they're all together, it pushes their limits.
Yeah, I think so too. I just don't care for Joe Buttons as a person.
I think they're degenerate rappers that got together to try to be Voltron.
I don't know, man. I think that their albums are pretty fucking powerful. I don't know. That's my personal opinion.
I can't get into it.
So we're gonna move on because we got a guest. So I got something for you, Cats. I want to figure out. So it's called Alternative Facts, and it was in the recent Motif magazine. I thought this was really interesting. I just wanted to read this to you guys.
Smirking.
So no, because it was interesting because it was like that Two Truths and a Lie.
Okay.
So I'm gonna read.
2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Yeah, 2 Girls, 1 Cup. So
Fuck them up.
2 guys, 1 seat.
You fucked them up.
Yes, 2, not be 0.
So 2 of these are true, and 1 is a lie.
I'm fucking 100% with this, man.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Okay, so here we go. Alternative facts. 2 truths and an uplifting future, it says. All right, let's play 2 truths and a lie. 1, NASA has officially issued a press release denying allegations that it has been abducting children and using them to populate experimental work colonies on Mars. 2, Bill Cosby has been teaching seminars for celebrities, supervisors, and high-income individuals how to avoid sexual harassment and assault suits. 3, Donald Trump has announced his intention to close Amtrak, presumably because he believes that if fewer people took the train and rode limos, instead more of them would understand his worldview and gain insight into his governing decisions. Wow, hold on, let me read them one more time.
And this is 2 truths?
2 of these are true. 1's a lie. I'm going to read them again.
I got to pick a lie?
You know everybody. It's not just. It's
I'm just saying. Not me.
You're not the guest on the fucking game show. It's everybody.
I am the fucking game.
Yeah, no, you're not the guest, but everybody.
So we got to pick the lie.
Yes, repeat them one more time.
Okay.
One. It feels mad funny saying the first one. NASA. I can't even say it.
That's true.
NASA has officially issued a press release denying allegations that has been abducting children and using them to populate experimental work colonies on Mars. True. 2. Bill Cosby has been teaching seminars for celebrities, supervisors, and high-income individuals on how to avoid sexual harassment and assault suits. 3. Donald Trump has announced his intention to close Amtrak.
Number 2 is a lie.
Number 2 is a lie. Yeah.
Jeez, are you? I mean, just gonna go with group opinion? You're gonna form your own mind?
Nah, I kind of. The Bill Cosby thing is like, come on, they're making a seminar and all that. I don't see him doing that, but yeah, I was kind of leaning towards Donald Trump too.
It's either 2 or 3.
I kind of was leaning towards the Donald Trump.
2 or 3, but I'm going with 2. 2's a lie.
I'm sticking with 2.
Yeah, 2.
I said Donald Trump.
I'm gonna lock it in. That's my final answer.
That one is the one that's a lie?
What'd you say?
Yeah, that's a lie.
2's a lie.
Number 1?
2 is the...
So number 1 is definitely true.
You said number 1? Victoria, you come sit over here and join us.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Victoria Rios. She's gonna be right after this little. You brought your boots. You gotta sit close so everybody can see it. Just teasing you. How you doing? You enjoying the show in the background so far? So there's a couple things. Something I'm glad you're here because there was something I read earlier. I want to talk to you about. So you're saying that number 1 is the lie? No. They made a statement saying we're not doing this.
Yeah, they denied allegations.
People are so much conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Oh.
They were saying
He
that.
said it too fast. He said it too fast.
All right, I'll read it one more time.
They denied allegations.
Just give the fucking answer.
So what I'm not going to give the fucking
Number
answer.
1 is true. Number 2 is a lie, and number 3 is true.
You don't even know if you're fucking right yet.
I know I'm right, bro.
So you said 1?
Everybody says 2 and I say 3. So what it is?
I'm going with 2.
What it is?
Fuck
Somebody
y'all.
gotta win.
Fuck y'all. That's...
He don't even know.
No, I do know, but they made a half truth in it.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to read. Relax, I got
Half
it.
truth for each.
It says, bet you can't guess which one we made up. Well, since it's alternate facts, we got to cheat a little. Only half of one is untrue. It's the third one. It's true that he is gunning for Amtrak, but the reason why they said so that if nobody took the train,
So
they
number
ride
2
the
is
bus.
untrue completely.
No.
Yeah.
Number 3
is
is
true.
half true.
No, number
They're
2.
all true.
Number 2 was in the news a couple weeks ago.
They're all true.
So.
They're all true.
Was it?
But
Yeah.
they lied.
What kind of game is this?
They lied about that. He said that so people would take limos and shit. Like that was a lie. That's what.
That's the fake one?
Yeah, that one.
So the Donald Trump was fake.
Yeah, but it's true that
So
about
Jesus
Trump.
right.
You was right.
Yeah, Jesus right.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Make it clear, bro.
Jesus Christ. Shout out to Buddha Monk watching. He's gonna be calling in a little later. So we're gonna transition. Victoria, why don't you come right up here? Why don't you slide this over here? The mic's over here. We can get you over here, Miss Victoria.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
So, Miss Victoria, could you
Am I supposed to lean? Am I supposed to lean in?
Yeah, you could lean in real quick.
How do you feel comfortable?
Get this on. Got you over there.
Oh, lean
You can
in.
lean back, bring it towards you. However you want to do.
Yo, shout out to Buddha Monk. Buddha, just to let you know, we're going to have you call in about 7:30, 7:40. We'll give you a call. It's not going to be from my number. Legendary Buddha Monk, author of the book, 36 Chambers, the Dirty Version of ODB's Life and the Wu-Tang Clan and Brooklyn Zoo. Also the founder of the Zoo Bullies family, which we're part of. Shout out to the OG Buddha Monk. He's going to be calling a little later. So about 7:40, we got you, Buddha. We're going to get into Victoria. She's going to play some guitars. Might do some cartwheels. Who knows? We're going to see. No cartwheels? Let's see what happens.
No, it's early.
So,
I don't have my gym clothes on.
oh, all right. So, Victoria, could you introduce yourself, please?
I'm Victoria Rios. I'm a singer-songwriter.
You have to hold the mic like this or it doesn't work. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't listen to that, boy.
I get violent when I feel like I get teased too much. So,
Fight him.
Why is it gotta be a bite?
and
Maybe I get a tetanus shot.
I'm here to hang out.
All right, so but I'm saying, but what is it? What you're here for a reason because you have a talent. What is that talent?
I said it. I'm a singer-songwriter.
Come on, listen, man.
That's all. I think it was an actress.
Well, I mean, I direct a little bit here and there.
Oh, so
and
now we're getting it.
Mm.
You're being too humble.
I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm a music teacher, and a thinker and a talker.
So could you talk a little bit about being a music teacher? What exactly do you teach? What instrument?
I teach piano, voice, guitar, ukulele, and songwriting, Shakespeare, and musical theater. But what I really do is I teach voice because I have a fundamental belief that everybody can sing. And I have not yet met a person that cannot sing. If you work with me, I would teach you. Everybody can sing.
You have me singing like a soprano?
Hold the note.
And as a matter of fact, I heard you sing a couple minutes ago, and I thought to myself, oh, he can sing.
Was I singing?
You were. Yes, you were.
Hold the
And you were on
note.
tune.
Hold the note or sing.
That's the first time anybody's ever said that.
I think it was Doodle Brown.
Doodle
I
Brad.
think that's what it was.
I can't get it.
Me so horny. Oh, me so.
You carry that tune?
Yeah, I can sing as an Asian girl, but I can't sing as a Latino man. I don't know. It's crazy. I should have been an Asian tranny. Would have worked out.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah.
Still
Ice
trying,
full
baby.
of
Never
those.
too old.
Still never too old. So, is a lot of people lining up to be taught the ukulele? Is that like a...
Oh my gosh, Grace Vanderwall, yes there are. I got a huge surge of ukulele madness this year. Not before this year, but this year was on. But about the voice, I teach voice is the main thing. I think that everybody can sing. I'm going to go do a music therapy program in Panama and see about developing a specific way that I teach. And I believe fundamentally that if you teach a child how to sing, that it underwrites their philosophical voice in addition to their musical voice, and it empowers them in everything that they do moving forward. Because if you're 10 years old and you get on stage and you sing a tune, even if you're 80% on tune, maybe 20% of the time you're off, whatever, but if you have the balls to do that and get up there and back yourself up and bring it forward, physically forward in your instrument, you really can't underestimate what that gives a person. And I think that this business about thinking that people can't sing is because we have a fucked up philosophy about what singing is. I'm just going to take a minute here. Singing,
Floor's yours.
singing, just like your body, we have a wrong idea about it, that the principal purpose about it is for other people's enjoyment and for other people to judge and decide what it's for. Neither your voice nor your body is for that principally. Your body is for you to enjoy life. It's to feel the sun. It's to have a great meal.
Just
It's to
have
give
fun,
somebody a hug. It's not for somebody to decide whether or not you should wear that because it's pleasing or not pleasing.
Let it
to
all
them.
out, yeah.
Your voice, when you were
What
talking
about,
before...
what about if it's not pleasing to everybody else?
Yeah, what if it,
Yeah,
like,
I
cracks
give a
their
fuck.
ears?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. That's not what your body's
As long as
for.
it makes you happy.
Yeah.
She's talking about a different approach. Yeah.
Your body is not here for other people to judge. It's your vessel to live your life in. And then how people react to it and how they want to deal with you is fine. And I'm speaking as a woman who lost 180 pounds, so I have some story to go with
I
this.
still don't
All right,
believe that.
so like, all right, if you want to,
He wants to see pictures.
so like, if
That's
you,
like a whole other person.
so like, if you
It's on
sing,
Facebook on the 10-year anniversary.
It's like a whole other person. You lost a whole person.
I lost a whole heavy person.
You like lost a big girl, 100 big bone girl. You just lost,
Yeah.
left her somewhere.
So I think I've had a lot of time to think about how people deal with body and how they react to body and what it's like to be a woman occupying different bodies.
Yeah, because men would be different to you, right? Being the smaller, you have to form
Not just men.
women.
Sure.
Oh,
everybody,
Absolutely.
wow.
not just in a sexual way either.
Companies,
Yeah.
jobs,
companies,
bus
jobs, everything.
drivers,
Yeah.
Bus drivers.
people, the mailman, people holding the door.
Does that make
guy
you? Does
behind
that
the
make you
Starbucks counter
aggravated?
making
Though?
your
Does that
coffee.
bother you? Does that bother you?
Obviously, you had a wrench. You should-
It makes me more sad.
Well, because I'm saying that would aggravate me a little bit. Like, they look at if I got really buff one day and people try to treat me different, I'd be like, like I'm the same person, you know?
Just with a
But all right, so
So-
can I ask you a question? What was your motivation for losing the weight?
What was my motivation?
Yeah.
Because I was miserable and I was trapped
So when you lost the
and I
weight,
was sick.
so when you lost the weight, did is that when you realized the way the difference, the different
Differentiation between people
being
with
heavy?
things.
Did you understand that was going to happen before you lost the weight? Or did you just realize that when you lost the weight and it's like, oh, this is fucked up?
When people regularly discriminate against you, it's very obvious. So you know that that's going on. But to transition to take another shape, you're like a shapeshifter, and people that you meet don't know that you ever had that person is more revealing because you can't imagine to live inside something that you haven't lived in before.
Deep.
Makes sense. Very nice. Mhm.
Anyway, so what I was saying about the voice and the body, this is the thing. The body, this whole idea of like, my body is like, oh, now everybody has to have a big booty because big booties are popular, but I get implants, oh shit. Or no, oh, I gotta look like a 12-year-old boy because that's what's popular. Ooh. Like, it's not really about that.
That's
It's about...
pretty much being judgmental too. Saying a skinny girl is a 12-year-old boy.
No, well, I'm saying if you have to have no body or you have to have tons of body, or there's everywhere you go in the world, there's going to be a different idea. It's not a real thing.
But that still goes
it's
with
a socialized thing.
But it still goes with a person's personal feeling. I mean, You know what I mean? Like if a woman feels like she don't need a thigh gap to make herself feel good, then that's what makes her feel good, right?
Well, so what I'm saying is that I think that we have the idea that there's some measure of your value as a human and some percentage of greater humanity afforded to people that are more physically attractive. And I think that's a bunch of bullshit. And I think because of that, we think that our body is here to please other people. By that same token, I think we feel that way about our voice. So when you're young, people are like, shut up, you're flat, you're out. When I was young, I was flat. I was a terrible singer when I was young, but I kept going. And what I've found out is, and when you were talking before about the creation of hip hop, and you were talking about appropriation, and you were talking about, developing music out of struggle. I'm Spanish Romani or Gitano, if you know what that is, and we are absolutely a people that have created.
That's one of the things I wanted to talk about.
A music about that comes from struggle. This is the thing about the voice. When you sing, your body releases oxytocin into your body, which is a hormone. Oxytocin is released into your body when you give birth, when you breastfeed, when you have an orgasm, and when you sing. So, it makes you euphoric. It produces, it produces loyalty. It binds people. So now you're like, oh my gosh, why do people sing in movements, in political movements? Like, why does that happen?
Is that why you get the chills when you're using good political
orgasm? Why do people respond to struggle by creating music? Like, what the fuck is that? That keeps happening. Oh my goodness, why does that empower people and make them move forward?
Right? Slavery days and all.
And in all history. And why is it that people that are in the dominant culture that don't have a great experience with that struggle are craving some kind of soul connection they don't have and trying to take it? So what is that dichotomy about? Like the development of the voice and using your voice physically, your voice and also your philosophical voice. This is what I have to say. This is who I am. They're tied together.
But a bad voice can ruin my day.
Yeah.
So what? I give a fuck. I might snort when I laugh, and you might think I'm an
My
idiot.
daughter's a
and
horrible
I really
singer.
don't care.
I want her to keep dancing.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter first, because everybody, the measure of why somebody should sing is not because they should be recorded and they should make billions of dollars for somebody.
But if they record it and give it to me and it sucks,
then don't listen to it. But they shouldn't stop singing. And it's important to sing just to sing because of that very valuable and precious human experience.
So you don't see it based on the talent of it.
For them to push it on people that don't like it?
Okay, I'm going to tie it all together here. So I happen to believe that everyone is the most physically attractive, is the most beautiful when they're in their absolutely purest, most natural state. So it's not like when she's dressed up to go to the Oscars and like blah, 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 and she has all the shapers and the contour and blah, blah. It's when the sunset hits and she comes out of the swimming pool and she looks at you and she laughs with her realest self. That's when she's going to be the most beautiful. It sounded super dope just now.
I woke up like this.
But that is the greatest.
It was a dope visual. We all saw it.
When you're most fundamentally yourself, absolutely your most original, truest self, when you're not hiding, when you're not costuming, that's where you're, I believe, my opinion.
Mm-hmm. That's so you're saying all the layers stripped away and just your true
self. That's where your greatest beauty is at. And when I teach voice, what I do is I don't want everybody to sound like they went through a mathematical function and they can do a whole bunch of crazy gymnastics and all this shit. What I'm interested in a voice is that it sounds most fundamentally like you. Because the instrument is you. It comes out of the shape of your face. It comes out of your body. It comes out of your breath.
You can identify the voice with the person. Like you look at that person, like that's that person's voice.
Right. So when I hear
you don't like autotune.
Huh?
You don't like autotune.
You know what? If you want to use autotune as an artist for composing, I don't really need to have an opinion about it right now. Do I enjoy listening to it? Not a whole lot, as from a singing perspective. Are there songs where that might be, part of it and the whole escape that's woven into it where I could appreciate it? Sure. But what do I want to listen to? I want to listen to Nina Simone. I want to listen to Lauryn Hill. I want to listen to Janis Joplin. I want to listen to people that sound like themselves and nobody else. And I hear it and I'm like, that's Adele.
I mean, like when I go to concerts and I see shows, quote unquote, and I be like going along with what you're saying. Like I go to shows sometime and I'll see a rapper or anybody and I'll be like, yo, he sounds like he sounds in the album. And that's like. It feels good to actually hear somebody
when they sing it
live, and it sounds just like it did in the album. So it wasn't no additives and preservatives added to it.
You ever been somewhere? Have you ever seen an artist? I've only one time. This has happened to me one time. Have you ever went to see an artist live and they were actually better live?
Oh yeah, of course.
Really sounded better.
There's been a lot of artists I've been like, I don't really like this dude, man. But then I see him live and I'm like, yo, now I like him because their live they gave that energy, and now I understand them a little bit better. You know what I mean? Going through that live.
There's
show.
an artist that's down with one of my favorite artists. She's out of Philly. She's down with Talib Kweli. One of his groups he has. I forgot the name of it, but her name is Rios. And her live, it was.
Because you can't teach
amazing.
You can teach somebody to be a better live performer, but you can't teach them how to be a great live performer.
No, it comes.
Well, you
either
can't
born,
teach
it's
somebody
born.
to have stage presence.
No, that's
You
that's
can
you born.
can't-
You can teach them.
Can't teach
You can
that.
teach them how to be better, but you can't teach them how to be great. Like you either have it or you don't.
You can't create energy inside of them. They have to do that for themselves. You can teach them the skill set.
Yeah, exactly. You can teach them how to be better,
But the confidence comes from within. You
But
can't
the
teach
but
them
the
that.
but the
Yeah.
other thing that you can't really quantify, the magical mystical thing that makes everybody turn their head, you can't.
yeah, exactly.
They bring it or they don't.
Yeah,
But so I think that training the voice is to find that real voice. And the thing about it is that's an emotional situation. That's not being ashamed of yourself. That's taking a risk. That's being willing to be who you are. That's being willing to make a mistake and not give a fuck if people laugh at you. And my experience tells me that anyone who's willing to embark on that journey, if you're listening, Ariel Dovis, I'm thinking about you too.
my whole thing is if you're a bad singer, you're a bad singer, man. And you
it's
shouldn't
not
be. I mean,
it's not true.
I agree with what you're saying. Half, partially.
He agrees with you in theory, but he don't want to hear horrible singing.
No, it's not that.
You don't have to want to hear horrible singing, but I still don't think it means that people should not sing. It's like
No,
to
of
me-
course not. Of course. You should still sing.
Keep it in the
But
showers.
if you're exactly. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you hear somebody sing, like who the fuck told this nigga he can sing? Like who the fuck told him this shit was good? Like people are lying to you.
But
Nobody should be lied to.
But that person is like this, right? That person is
Ginger
like,
Fish?
but I love to
Ginger
sing.
Fish?
I love it. They're just like enraptured with it because they're having that encounter. And what I'm saying is that encounter with themselves
Elevates the person.
is the most important thing.
Word.
And so
That makes sense, though.
But how about when the person
Unique
tears them
voice
down?
makes it great.
All right, that's fine. All right, so say,
that's it.
how about when a person tears them down though? If the singing lifts them up and make them feel better about themselves, how about when many people are tearing them down and they're already terrible?
When you go up and you sing in front of people, I don't know anybody that doesn't realize they're taking a huge emotional risk. Everybody knows that they're doing that when they do it.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody that ever puts somebody down for the way they sing or for the way they laugh, they need to get the fuck up out of my space. Because those are expressions of joy.
But the music business, entertainment, period. Like a comedian. The comedian is the hardest job ever. Because everybody in the audience is sitting there, make me fucking laugh.
Yeah,
they don't want to hear nothing else. They don't want to hear none of the
Ready for
bullshit you gotta say. You gotta make me laugh right now or I'm heated. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, everything when it comes to entertainment is a thick skin. Yo, bro, what this guy is this? So, with that being said, you gotta have a thick skin if you're in the entertainment business. You know what I mean? So, you gotta be ready. No matter, Eminem was turned down, one of the best rappers of all time. Turned down many
Multiple
times.
times, yeah.
Multiple times. You're not good enough.
Wasn't
You're
he
not
won that
this.
battle, right? The battle?
You're not good enough. You're not this. You're not that. You're not this. You're not that. Tearing them down. But he's so good, he's gonna keep going. But when you suck,
So I guess the thing is, I don't just teach people how to sing for them to go into the entertainment business. That's my point. So my point is that like my practice and what I believe in and what it is, like I have students that are off the
You just
chain.
need to feel
They're
good about
terrifying.
yourself.
They sing better than me. They kick my ass. Like they're just like they're singing Aretha. You're like what the hell? Like I have students that are definitely 3 years to sing a song that the other student can sing when they're 6. But ultimately they're going to get there and they're going to be able to sing a simple tune, in tune with their real voice. With their real feeling, and they're probably going to make people cry when they do it because the truth is going to come through them.
It's the self-esteem. Somebody, bringing
That's what it is.
bringing
It's not so much
something.
that the
Yeah,
result
believing in
is
your
that
own
journey
self.
to get to
Exactly,
that.
and putting yourself on the line and getting up there. Do they need to is financial success and making that part of themselves a product the point? I don't.
well,
so.
with that being said, like
You know?
people that can really sing their ass off really don't always get financial success and don't make money off their singing.
It's all about what's behind it, right?
And some of the best singers in the world don't want to.
Exactly.
You'll hear somebody in the
Some
kitchen,
of the best
someone be
rappers.
like, "What the fuck?" And they're like,
the best
"I don't."
rappers are like that.
You know why?
My dad was like that with
And that's the
Guitar.
problem.
He was
The
like,
people that suck always want to fucking look at me. I'm the greatest. And most people that's great Like, nah, they're scared. They think they suck like the fucking other people. Like,
I don't think they think they suck. I think they know deeper what the encounter is, and they're like, I don't need all that validation and money because I actually have this experience that I'm having.
And
all
it
the time,
sometimes cheapens the art too.
Or they stay in church.
Yo, but once your art becomes a commodity, right? But once your art becomes a commodity, then it becomes a thing of $1 value. Now you have all these other factors.
Well, that's like
there's a reason why the best thing comes from
everybody else.
That's about this.
Has all these other factors.
That's like what's the dude's name? August Alsina.
Mm-hmm.
You know, August Alsina was like, I took my daughter's August Alsina at his first concert.
When
he used to sing like gangster rap, like kind of like singing gangster songs, like about shooting people, and it was fucking real good. And then he got into the industry. You know, he got a man bun, and you know what I mean, like what the fuck happened?
What was that picture where he's coming out the water? He looked
he looked like fucking T-Boz or some shit. Like he looked like a chick, Tara Banks. In a picture. No, I swear to God.
No, we talked about this. We talked about something before, yeah.
So that goes along with what he said. Like you get into the game, and then all of a sudden it's like they want you to switch up and be a whole different person.
It becomes $1 amount, and you know what I think it is. Then what happens is like even though they have this level of integrity, it's keeping up with the Joneses. You go buy a house, you buy a car, you do this, do that. We're not gonna patch your next album unless you put this on it. Damn, I got all these fucking bills. What am I gonna do?
Once you sign that piece of paper, you fuck.
Well, you're done. That's why signing with majors is like a slave. It's like a slave thing sometimes.
Yeah,
right.
It's like you said, and that's the standard.
So when did you start playing like the guitar and ukulele?
Ukulele when Grace Vanderwall did it because I need to teach it, but it's basically the same as it's a Guitar Junior. Sorry, ukulele.
Is that the one the little Hawaiian dude plays? Over the rainbow.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate that song.
The
ukulele so many times.
The ukulele is the red stepchild. The ukulele is the red stepchild of the instrument world.
I mean, I have big love for the ukulele because you could be 5 years old and have limited motor skills, and you can find yourself playing and singing along.
Yeah, because it's not as big as a guitar,
and that's amazing.
Can you one-handed play the ukulele?
Well, I don't think no, because you have to.
Oh, the strings.
You have to strum it. Yeah, you have to strum it.
But it's easier for people with that. With all of that,
it's much smaller and it's much simpler positioning for your fingers.
I don't think the sound is as strong. It's like
it's mad littler though, right? It's like less than half the size.
It's kind of like a tambourine and a drum.
Yeah, that sounded just like a ukulele. Yeah, it sounds just like one.
Yeah.
You got that down with
Do it again.
Do it again. So what I wanted to what I would like I think that for those of us that are really in tune with
you never answered the question. Like how old were you when you started playing instruments and
oh yeah, how old were you?
Oh well,
I want to go into history.
I was singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow when I was like 2 or 3, but I was bad, or at least they told me that I was. But I just kept doing it.
So there's undisclosed information, and you don't want to tell us how old you were.
No, I was a little from the time. How long?
Oh, you don't remember? So you've done it for so long, you don't remember how.
I come from a family that has a very, very deep musical tradition in Spain. La familia Gastoreña, from Morón de la Frontera. And,
I went there one time.
Of course you did.
So,
and,
what was that noise you made while you were there? For people at home, we might not be able to hear this shit, but it's pretty funny.
All of my family in Spain is musical, and mostly that's the main profession. So my father came to this country doing music, and music was just around, and my father wanted my sister and my brother and I to be a dentist and a doctor and a lawyer, and we're a conga player and a painter and a singer-songwriter. Like,
awesome.
Sorry, Dad. Yeah. So that's what we do. That's how, that's kind of just the thing. And
sometimes you think you should listen to them.
But that kind of...
I did it?
Yeah, well, I mean...
my mom was always like, you and your brother's going to go to the military. Like, hell fucking no.
Then you would have been in Morón because there's a base there.
Fuck that.
So with that, but that segues into what I wanted to say. Could you talk a little bit about, because I think that those of us that are in tune with art, right, and self, I think that to not shameless plug the word, but we're very universal in ways. But I think that our cultural basis reflects our approach to art in a certain type of way. So could you talk a little bit about, because I think one of the most interesting things is we become friends. I think that there's many interesting things about you, but one of the most interesting things about you, fascinating thing I find out, is because I know about so many cultures and I know so many things and so many international people, but you're the only person I've ever really became friends with that used the word gypsy. right?
Ooh, and it's a tricky word.
No,
Yeah.
it is. It is. But could you just briefly? I don't know briefly, but as long as you want. But just could you like kind of like give us a brief overview of your family as far as it pertains to when you say my family were gypsies, and like what does that mean? Because some people don't understand that terminology, and I had to go do some research after you and I first talked about it. Oh yeah, I had to because
That's cute.
because but that's how I am though. When somebody tells me something I don't know, I go and I research it. That's my thing. I can't mess with the sound because I feel like I'll turn off the volume. We're doing the live stream on our website, but that's for the Facebook stream because people are lazy and they don't like to fucking go to websites and shit. So
tap the link.
Yeah, the link, and I only got like 15%, but I'm gonna plug it in soon. But could you just touch on like what does that mean? Like when you say that your family heritage ethnicity comes from a gypsy, and I don't want to I want to be careful with that term because I don't want to be offensive to anybody, and
right, and a lot of my Romani people will be very, very, very offended by that word because it comes from the word tigan, which means slave.
Yeah.
And so for a lot of Romani people, the word gypsy is like the N word. It's not.
Okay, I get
it's
that.
really, really a big deal. I grew up using it and fiercely with pride, so it's been a huge adjustment for me as I've gotten to know more and more Romani people that aren't Spanish Gitanos, because Gitanos use the word Gitano. That's the word
What's
that we
Gitano?
use. Gitano means
She's
gypsy.
talking about. We were talking about
The gypsy thing, yeah.
Yeah, because when I first got to really get to know her and we became close friends and we started to really like get to know each other, she was talking about her gypsy heritage coming out of Spain, and I had to go research it because I know about the Basque region and all of that.
So is gypsy like?
It's like saying the N word.
When you
But
say
that's
gypsy,
our point of reference for us to kind of understand. There are people that roam, right? Like so.
No.
Almost like a nope.
okay.
So let you talk. 'Cause I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to be ignorant.
What I was gonna say is gypsy. There's gypsies all over the world from every country.
Yeah.
Just like
Okay,
there's.
I just want to clarify
yeah.
that first. So,
Yeah, just like there's Creole, different types of Creole.
yeah.
But it's one ethnicity. So there are different branches of it, but it's one ethnicity and with language. The only reason that my family we speak Spanish, we don't speak the language because under Franco's dictatorship, it was illegal. There's a lot of anti-Gitano legislation all through the history. Gypsies, I use the word, my Roma people, I'm sorry. It's hard for me to use Roman
For lack of a better term.
So what would be the correct term to say?
I use Gitano. That's what I do more.
All right,
more
but
often.
for people that don't know, for the sake of the show, we're gonna use the word gypsy right now. But
No, I think we should use Gitano.
Gitano.
We can say
Yeah,
Gitano.
All
Yeah.
right, but people
Yeah.
know that that's kind of what we mean. So go ahead.
Because when we say Gitano, we're talking about Romani people from Spain, and we know that we all use the word Gitano.
Okay,
Bueno.
so what does that mean?
Exactly.
Like, what does that mean to be that?
It's an ethnicity, it's a culture, it's a language, it's a history. It's the largest minority in Europe. There's over 1 million in the United States. So just let's see how much they're getting it. There's the largest minority in Europe. There were ethnic expulsions from France just a few years ago. And if you look on my Facebook today, you will see an article on April 20th on Mykonos, which has become a huge vacation destination for Greek people. The police put up roadblocks and they rounded up all the gypsies. All the Gitanos. I say gypsy. That's the word that I use in my brain, but I say it.
Use whatever you want. We understand. That's it.
But they rounded them up, and they took everybody down to the police station to see who had ID, and whoever didn't have ID, they deported them off the island. Even though they're citizens, it was purely based on ethnicity because they would be annoying to the tourists. A few months ago.
So when do you become a gypsy or Gitano?
When you're born with your blood.
I mean,
No one said like this.
when does everybody else look at you as
That, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in my experience, people look at you however they look at you based on their experience. Like a lot of people will look at me. A lot of people will look at me and they'll be like, "She's white," and some people will know me and they'll be like, "Oh, no, I've now that I know her, she's,
obviously not white."
But
She could have married a Spanish dude.
but
There it is.
I don't think that's gonna happen in Spanish dude. Maybe he done it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
racist.
okay.
Yeah. That's like I understood.
Hey, there's a bunch of Latinos in here.
There's a couple sprinkled in.
When I say
No,
Spanish,
bueno.
when I say Spanish, and because this is the East Coast, I'm not talking about Latinos. I'm talking about Spaniards from Spain, and it has to do with the way that they deal with Gitanos.
Okay.
So I've not been rented an apartment. I've had a cab driver suddenly stop talking to me.
So you're basically black.
In Spain,
He's black in America.
basically.
Europe, yeah.
Black in America.
Do they got a derogatory term for you guys, like slang term?
Gypsy.
Gypsy. They also gypsy.
Gypsy, yeah.
So
They call you like gyps and shit.
Well, you say what a gyp, right? And it means treat you like a gypsy.
Yeah, that's what that means, right?
So how do
You have a
you?
gypsy cab, and it means somebody who's off
Alright,
the
so-
radar who's stealing fares.
So how is the what is it?
Hello.
Gitano.
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 Imagine it's an H. Yes, Gitano.
Gitano. All right. So what is a Gitano? I feel funny saying that.
Why is it not working?
Gitano. So how do you identify? Like, say if you went to if I was a person renting an apartment and you came up, how do I know that?
The particular situation was this. I called on an apartment and I said, I wasn't thinking about it at all. I went to Spain, and before I went to Spain I kind of prepared myself, and I looked like this blonde American girl who spoke Spanish really well.
Yeah.
So I went to university and I took classes, and I just wanted to sit and listen how they talked about us, what the deal was, which was interesting. I called for an apartment. I said, oh yeah, I'm from the United States. I'm here to study for 6 months. I need an apartment. They were like, great, we'll meet you, blah, 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 blah. I went to park the car, and I left my cousin out front, who's a known person in the town, and looks, he's got,
you got
raven,
associate.
curly black hair and wild Eastern features. So I think it looks more like stereotypical, whatever. And he was out front waiting, and I was like, oh, I'm parking the car, but my cousin's out front. And they were like, great! And then my phone rang, and they were like, the apartment's been rented.
Wow.
It was like that.
Yeah.
Guilty by association.
Now you know what it's like to be black in America.
I was like-
Word up. Welcome.
Welcome to America.
Well, that was in America. That was in Spain.
Oh,
But
well.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like the
The
same
same
kind
shit.
of
Scared of you
experience.
guys?
Huh?
Like, are they scared of your men?
I think that there are different stereotypes. I think that there's always the idea that we're going to cheat you.
Like
We're
gypsy
not-
cab,
yeah,
like you were saying.
Yeah, or what a gyp, that you're not going to be trusted. Or I
They
had
don't gyp me.
I had
Oh,
a
I didn't
t-shirt.
Gypsy
gyp
cabs are the fucking most honorable cabs in the system.
No, but I was saying, I didn't even think about that. Like when they say,
That
don't
means-
gyp me, that's a
yeah.
terminology people use.
Yes,
Don't
it
gyp me.
is.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't jip me.
Yeah.
You never heard that?
Don't
before?
cheat.
Yeah,
me
I
like a
know
gypsy.
jip. I got jip.
I never thought about it though. Like,
But is that
Tell people.
Is
I
that
send you out into the world to tell people.
I
Educate.
sent you.
is that
Don't let them gyp you.
Just
So-
don't bring back no Spaniard men.
so is that
I would, a nice Spaniard, but I just said no.
so is that
Sorry, lovely Spanish.
Sorry,
man.
Spaniard men, no go.
all
And I
right,
don't mean
that's-
Spanish
that's
like
what we put you back.
anyone that speaks
So-
Spanish. I mean,
so the term-
So Puerto Ricans and Dominicans are still in.
I'm gonna get in trouble for that.
Puerto Ricans and Dominicans are still in the run, right?
Yeah.
So the term
It-
jip.
it-
So the term jip come from the term gypsy.
Yeah.
They're still in the
So
run.
is it a
What about white boys?
All right,
White
so
boys-
hold on, whoa, bro.
Wait,
Off topic.
The term jip comes from the term gypsy.
Mm-hmm.
So is it a how can I say? Is it like the gypsies are known for taking stuff from people?
Ray, where's it come from? That's a good question.
So the
where's the
stereotype
stereotype
is that we're
We're gonna take your shit and
stealers.
bounce.
We're gonna you're gonna have like your clothes hanging on the line, and we're gonna pull up and steal them off the line and like go off.
So
and
where
out
does that come from though?
Because a lot of them were traveling people,
And they
right?
take your shit and bounce, right?
Because
Like
in
nomad
the history
type
of
shit.
Europe,
There you go.
when we first showed up in Europe, we were darker people with a different language who showed up that were not citizens of that place that came through. Were moving through, so mistrusted, and through the history of Spain, I mean, it's
Like being Mexican.
What caused that though?
There had to be one
that's a
fucking
great question. And there's
No, but what
we-
caused
I don't
that roaming? Like, what-
when leaving India, I don't
I had
know.
no clue.
I don't
So-
know
so-
why,
so
though?
they got-
Why?
so originally-
There's different theories about that. That's 1,000 years.
Well,
back.
because it's not just one people, so there's different explanations for each
Yeah,
people, right?
because you could be a gypsy.
No, yes, it's one people. It's one people that.
How do you say the
that-
word? I can't.
Gitano.
Gitano.
So you could be Gitano.
Gitano with an H.
Gitano with a G
'Cause
sounds like an H.
My whole thing is like Gitanos don't come from one place. It's not like you just came from here.
Yeah,
You
like
could
one
be-
land,
You
yeah.
could be. Can you be a Gitano from Asia?
No, but you'd be a
Right.
gypsy, but you'd be a different kind. Like that's
Exactly. That's my point. That's my point.
It's not relative to the country. It's your ethnicity, not your nationality.
Ah,
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
where your blood from, not where you
Exactly.
born.
Yeah. So.
Fucking weird as fuck.
What?
It's weird as
It's weird. And you know what? It's crazy.
It's hard
though?
to get a grasp on. Like,
Yeah. And this is why I wanted to bring it up because she fascinates me because she's part of this culture and it's part of culture, and I usually know about all these subcultures. I'm really a child when it comes to understanding it, and I understand so many cultures.
You know what's
I don't know
fucking
nothing
bizarre
about
though?
it.
In the last few weeks, my whole life, people have been like, "What are you?" Which is the question that I get for my whole life. What are you? And I'm like,
I thought you were white until I heard you sing in
Here we
Spanish.
go again.
Yeah, I have to Google it. Why don't you Google it? Like, I'm just like, oh, I don't want to have this conversation again.
That's what I did. I googled the shit.
Yeah.
I think I told you
just
to.
make a t-shirt.
I think I told you to, didn't I? I was like, Google it.
No, you did.
Has there ever been a situation where you're like, yo, what? You know, in a
You just make a
situation,
t-shirt. Make a t-shirt, put the information right there. Just be at this point.
have there ever been a situation where you like, yo, fuck it, I'm white today? In this situation right now, I'm gonna be white.
That's not
I'm
really.
right.
That's not a really possible thing to do.
Nah, I'm just yes, it is. Like you could be somewhere and you could be like in a certain situation, like, yo, I'm not gonna say my nationality. I'm just write it out. To think I'm white, I'm just write it out.
Okay.
I'm gonna use this white privilege to get somewhere for my Latinos.
So I've definitely had
No.
situations where
Hatano.
particularly on the East Coast, it's been a more of an intense thing on the East Coast. Like I've definitely been like people like white people's clubs me. So like they like meet me and they think that it's just all white people.
And they say
Nice.
shit.
And all of a sudden,
Yeah,
like,
people do that to me
you see
sometimes.
the other side.
but that's not ever comfortable. It's frightening. You know what I mean? Like you're in a group of people and all of a sudden you're like,
Right?
whoa,
Everybody
you
looks
just let
around,
that
they're like,
rip.
hey guys, it's safe. Let's hate some
They're like, what do you believe this stick? And you're like, oh.
Like me, if I'm a place where there's like a lot of Dominicans and I'm gonna put some water in my hair, and I'm like, I'm a Dominican.
He did that one time. He did. Hey, to be fair, he's not making a joke about a Latino joke because he did that one time at a Colombian bar.
I'll do it. Just see what happens. Like, you know,
That'll be
I'm gonna be Dominican and just fit in and just see. It's almost
can't
like
do the
being
dance,
fly
though.
on the wall.
You can't do the dance though.
And then they hit him with
You should hear his ukulele impression. How's that ukulele go?
Yeah,
my
that's
G.
Sounds like a sample of that.
She teaches ukulele, the guitar.
Why you ain't bring it?
She brought it
That's
up.
not my guitar.
Good to get a Bourbon Street.
Oh, we
I'll take you to the front street. Let her wait when you get there. So that's okay. It's okay. You're late to the show. It's all right. So what do you think is the biggest thing that people should understand about people of your culture that we don't in America? Like, what's the biggest thing like that we should embrace and understand about?
Well,
They don't
first that we
steal shit and
exist
run.
and that it's actually a real ethnicity, so you can't just be like, it can't just be inconvenient to understand that we're a people and that you just can't say stupid shit and like that stupid shit like my big fat gypsy wedding is hella racist and bullshit and you shouldn't watch it and you know what I mean? Like it's
Like
not
barbershop.
acceptable. It's not acceptable to just be like, oh, but I don't really know who you are, so I just got gypped. Or like, and it's also not acceptable to call yourself gypsy or name your dog gypsy and all that shit. Cut that shit out. And
See, I never thought of this.
Yeah,
There's a couple people chiming in.
Well, when it comes to like
What if you're
before today, I didn't understand where the word "gyp" came from. So a lot of people are going to use it and not understand the
I don't think I'll ever use that word again. No.
real origin of it.
I hope not.
Like the gypsy cab
and
to New
correct
York.
people.
Coming from New York, you would take a cab, have them
Gypsy
drop
cab.
you off, block away from where you gotta go, jump out, now you just jump the cab. Gypsy
It
cab.
was the first thing I had
That
my
was a
sister when
lot.
she came to
That's-
Boston from Spain. They were like,
That's-
gypsy cab,
And,
gypsy cab.
and then that's
No.
still, and I
should
want
make
to
that
say
list.
I'm not gonna
You gotta
confirm
make
it,
that
list.
but I
That's
want to
what
say
came
that's
from.
where that stereotype. I can't confirm it, but I want to
Makes
say
sense though. Makes
that's
sense.
where from your explanation of
Because you're a gypsy.
in the cab with a gypsy cab.
I think
No, but that's
I think
you
it
missed the part.
radar
You
state
derived
affairs.
the
That's
word
what I
"gyp"
mean.
derived from the word gypsy.
And it's
Because-
like the N-word.
That's right.
So then we did it right. So we did it right.
So when we say
We-
you jip me, that's like saying you niggered me.
You
Like,
nigga, like, oh,
Yeah,
nigga,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
you nigga,
Oh, niggered. That's a good one.
It's like,
Yo, that's
yo,
a good one.
Yo,
Yeah.
the word gyp, like they
It's like
say,
saying
the
nigger
word gyp derived from gypsy. It's like nigger rig.
Or when somebody says you Jewed me.
Or Jude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jude.
exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like
Yeah.
he
Reneged on it.
nigger rigged my car.
Yeah.
People do say that.
Yeah.
And they don't say nigger, they say nigger. Nigger.
Yeah.
So why
exhaust
would you
and
be
shit.
reneging though? So
Reneging.
That's like.
I don't think they're reneging.
That's
I
why
don't
when they
think
put
that.
that back-
I think you're reaching on that one.
Nah,
think
yo,
you're
there was
reaching on that
a
one.
bumper sticker. And
They say.
That's what they said Obama's second term.
Obama's second
Renege.
term.
Was
They
reneged.
made bumper stickers that said "Do not
Don't
renege."
renege. Wow.
Go
No, you know what
renege.
reneging is? That's when, you know how they say once you go black you never go back? That's what they said. That's if you had a black boyfriend, then you had a white boyfriend, then you had a black boyfriend again.
Or you say how the government
Renege,
promised that
renege.
shit.
So
I'm with you
Victoria.
on that one.
So
She got hold up. She had a cocoa when we said that.
Yes, he did.
No, I was thinking about the way people stereotype sexuality and how they objectify people that way. And I was thinking about the way that, you know, people sexualize and stereotype black men. And I was thinking about how they sexualize and stereotype a Gitano man, and I was thinking about those two things. It's just like
So how do they
foreign
say?
women that want like a wild, passionate gypsy because it's like.
Is that how they do it? Is that the grab? I mean,
So explain that a little bit more. So explain that.
I've never grabbed a woman like that.
Explain that a little more. How does that work in your culture? Like how?
I mean, I think it's just any kind of exotifying bullshit. Where I mean, I think if you with dating, I think if you date the person, it's fine, and if you date the race, it's a problem.
Okay.
Like if you're.
It makes sense. Yeah, if it's even that big of an issue.
Like
Yeah.
if you're like,
Personally,
I don't even like give a fuck who you are. You just have to check these boxes and
Yeah,
off we go. Like that's a bunch of bullshit. So people are like, you know, when I hear people say like, you know, the Asian women aren't attractive, or I don't date, you know, like, whatever.
I've heard people say the Asian women don't.
People say
That's not what they say.
Every
That's not
single
what they say.
ethnicity. People
They say they don't have any butts.
Whatever they say, when people will talk about a vast group of people, like continent full of people, and they'll be like, I can
Sorry, baby.
minimize the identity of that whole people so simply that I can be certain that I would never have attraction to anyone of that people. I'm like, that's racist. That's not preference. That's fucking racist.
That's like
Fuck outta here.
Steve Harvey caught a lot of flack for that on one of his shows, and they had a book. It was a book. He was making a joke, and it was like, oh, that's like having a book. Who wants to date the Asian guy? He's like, nobody. You know what I mean? And he made a joke about that, and he got a lot of heat for that.
Yeah.
And he kind of like generalized, like, who's attracted to Asian men? Ain't nobody attracted to Asian men. And he actually did that on his daytime talk show.
Well, there's all these fucked up stereotypes about Asian men. You know, there's
Little
all this
penises?
fucking bullshit. Yeah, there's all this bullshit, and
They're good at math.
or weak.
That's how they know.
You know, which is like fundamentally what women don't want. Supposedly, you know, they want strong. So it's like, you know, there's all these different ways that you demonize people and you undercut their power.
They only eat rice, that kind of stuff. So,
Only?
So what inspired you when you was growing up to do what you do?
Her parents, bro. She already said that.
I mean, I think that I was my parents, and I think that I was poor and I was sad, and singing was free.
Was there anybody particular like out there you was listening to that you kind of like, you know?
Who did I listen to when I was a child?
Yeah.
Well, Whitney.
Yeah.
And
That's
and
what
Madonna.
I mean. That's what I mean by the inspiration.
Madonna was badass. I
That
think
you
for
was
women.
listening to.
Hell
I think
yeah.
for women to look up to,
Madonna
she's
has some language
badass.
for anybody.
But she was badass. Like women looked up to her like she doesn't give a
Like,
fuck.
yeah.
She
Doesn't give a fuck.
she's embracing her
She makes
sexuality.
that.
She's embracing her sexuality, and she doesn't give a
She
fuck.
fucked up the whole game.
So
So who else? That's
yeah,
it?
who else?
That's it?
I'm trying to think when I was when I was a teenager, my favorite was definitely Billie Holiday. That was my
Dope.
That was my shit.
Strange fruit.
And then and then anything that reaches me, anything that gives me escalofríos.
How about now? Like nowadays, like somebody that you heard that was like, wow, like that person is like,
You know
What do you listen to now? Like,
yeah.
the you out there,
Lil
Priscilla.
Yachty.
My favorite singer right now is somebody that I did a show with, and I heard this woman, and I was like, holy fucking shit! I can't even be angry or jealous because that is so intense. I just have to stand here and not leave. Like it was.
What was
so,
her name?
Priscilla Swain. She has a band called Ponyfish, and then we
Ponyfish?
And then
horny fish or pointy fish?
Pony.
Pony.
Pony
Only
fish.
fish.
That's like the baby
But her voice
seahorses,
just
right?
blows me away. Then one of my favorite singer in the world today is a woman named Concha Buica.
Concha Buica.
You know her?
No, I
Oh.
just thought that name was cool.
And so Buica is her name, and she was the child of African immigrants who grew up in a Gitano neighborhood. And she does, her voice is like an ancient tree.
I'd like to look her up. That's very
It's just some really, really good shit. And she does all different kinds of styles. Like she'll do like flamenco coplas, and then she'll have things that are like, you know, I don't know, like
Okay, please give us a demonstration or example.
Well, we're gonna
Flamenco compla is.
copla.
Wait,
I
wait,
can't
wait,
sing
wait.
copla very
Well,
well.
hold on,
but I
wait,
can-
we're gonna
Yeah,
get.
what is
we're
that?
gonna get to
Do
that.
you have- I have no
Do you
point of
have
reference.
Gitano influences, like actual
Okay.
Gitano artists, or
Oh, like in
We're gonna bring it to breakfast.
well, I mean, a lot of my family, because the way that our culture works is it's an oral tradition, and so like a lot of
We're gonna call her.
the education within the culture is you pass your music down to your kids or your nephews, so it's like the whole family does it, and it gets passed. So,
Tradition.
So it's tradition passed down verbally.
So-
but it's more than
Like
tradition.
culture,
you would
It's
say.
more than
Yeah.
tradition.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like
culture.
inheritance. Like there's
Like the African griot.
there was
There
a
you go.
documentary that I saw with my uncle Juan del Castor, who's
What?
You said that mad Latino. Juan.
She had a hook.
She said what? She said
And that
Juan.
man has
I got yo, mi padrastro
Juan
he
se llama
tío
Juan.
is sí.
Sí.
And so Juan is amazing. One of the cuatro sobrinos del Castor. So he's amazing from the guitars, and he there's a documentary about him or about on him, and he's like walking through the streets of Seville, and he says he's talking about my dad and him and Paco del Castor, who's his brother, and Dieguito, and he's like you know, if we had in money what we inherited in music, we'd at least all have a nice apartment that we like, it would be all right.
It would be rich.
It would be real.
We have a tank in the hammock.
You know, like
we get a cooler and some beer.
Like it's like, you know, but no, that's your profession. That's, you know, like my father, when he's a guitarist, so this is how he lived. He'd wake up in the morning, his mother would bring him breakfast in bed, he would eat it.
While you was born?
No, this is before I was born. This is when he and my mom were there.
It was still in the honeymoon phase.
He was a little later than that, but she'd come and she'd bring him his cafe and his tostada, and he would eat that, and then he would practice.
Right there.
And then it would be lunchtime, and then he would practice. So it'd be like 10 hours. And then he would eat a little something, and then he would go out and work, and he would play, and he would make money. I mean, that's a financial asset in the house that you pass down. That's the money. That's what we have.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So you've done you've done a lot of traveling. You're from California. Have you ever been to New Orleans before?
Of course.
You want to ask? Have you been to Bourbon Street before?
I have been to Bourbon Street.
Do you know what they're known for?
Besides Mardi Gras.
What you mean?
Besides the beads.
What they're known for? What is Bourbon Street?
It's a lot of a certain place.
Yeah.
A lot of
What's there a lot? Yeah.
Certain
Establishments. A lot of establishments.
Nobody
on
ever
Bourbon
gets
Street.
this.
You're not talking about people singing on the street? Or are you talking about?
No,
On
it's like-
Bourbon
it's
Street.
got-
What type of
Alright,
business
so
is
come on,
like-
artistic mind.
I didn't go there because it smelled like puke, and there were those aliens.
Why would
they
it
go-
puke?
Why would it smell like
Why would
puke?
they do
What did you see the most of?
We need to
Hey,
hear
where was
this.
you drinking at?
People that I don't want to talk to.
Bars.
I was like, I don't want to talk to
You
you.
get it? Yeah, that went over your head.
I'm gonna stay on Decatur.
Bars.
It's
In hip hop, we
really-
call it bars. This is the segment of the show where you go get your ukulele and you come back and you do your musical thing and shut this.
Bong ding, no ding.
Ding dong ding. How's it know now? How's it know?
You
Say-
say one
say-
word.
You can do two songs. Don't just do one.
Say, I'm not scared.
And people want to rap over it too.
Sample it.
Yeah, we spitting on that too.
Sample it for
So
sure.
we had
Sample it.
The
we
whole
had the
plateau.
pleasure of seeing her live over.
Sample that whole thing.
It was at Cambridge.
We about to rock out
Cambridge.
with Victoria Rios. Then we're gonna have
What was,
Bruno call in. Keep rocking with us.
What was the name of the spot that we first saw her in?
I forget the name of that place.
Huh?
Can't
That was for ACLA.
Can't tap
ACLU.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cantab Lounge. That's when Mass Potluck was there. Mr. PIMP.
All right.
Mr. PIMP.
He'll be here a little bit later.
You said closer?
He's
You
coming
said
up with
closer?
Mike Boston.
Let's do it there.
So we're gonna have Buddha Monk
So that's-
calling in a minute.
Oh,
Brooklyn
I see,
Zoo
I see.
in a little bit, but we're gonna have her rock out
So-
and play real quick. Thank you for everybody, but make sure
So
you
there's
tune
no
in
hollow spirit.
next week,
What makes that a
6
ukulele
to 8.
that's
We'll have
supposed
Sadat X
Okay.
and a couple other special
I was
guests.
confused.
Calling
Yeah, she
in.
was that night.
We're gonna let her tune in and we're gonna rock with
Yeah,
her.
so I thought so.
Yeah, she had it that night. It
I
was
thought
like,
it
yo,
was an
what's the
up on game. I
whole?
thought that
What's
was
the whole?
new shit.
Don't say it again, bro. Sound really inexperienced.
What?
Say where's the hole?
Where's the whole?
Who that is?
No, I said that's what we said.
No, it's alright.
That night that she performed.
Showcase in the
You
building.
need that
This
chair.
guitarist.
You need a chair without an arm. So that she
No
can
arms?
actually-
Yeah, you want to
take
come
this
out?
one, take this one.
Yeah, that'd be
There you
great.
go. There you go.
Thank you.
The switch up,
Here you go, madam.
Thank you very much.
madam.
Muy caballero.
You gotta get close to the microphone, all right?
Okay, okay.
Alright.
Pushing
I'm
it
sorry.
back.
You know what I mean?
I wasn't gonna do the
That's
Spanish
all
one.
right.
Do you want
It's
to
been
do that one?
conditioning.
I mean,
We want to hear whatever you got.
We just getting
I was gonna sing you my
That
new,
nigga
my
don't
new
know no
broken
Spanish.
hearted rock ballad.
We want to hear whatever you got, girl.
Because I had all those different types of styles, and I've been into that song lately. But
We're gonna put this right here so it picks up
the
the
this other one too.
guitar.
Oh, shit.
But if you're gonna
The floor is
work
yours.
with me, then I probably should do the Spanish one. Cause
I mean, work with you. I mean, I'm not doing no dance.
Off your
That's
last
a
word.
freestyle, man.
I'm not freestyling, man. We just
Oh, so
I got
It's about you.
Last word.
you gonna do it?
Off your last word. You're gonna sing, right?
I'm gonna sing, and then it's gonna go up, and then it's gonna come down, and then I'm gonna just play in solo, and I'm gonna look at you, and then it's you.
Bang, bang, boogie.
Yo, look at you. That's just cute.
One nipple first. Inspiration.
Tú me dejaste de querer.
Hey.
Y desde acá morí tu día. Son puras noches sin dormir. Solita en la cama fría. Y digo yo que maldición aún haberte conocido, haberte dado mi amor, así yo nunca he sufrido. Y le digo a mi corazón que siempre aún sea fría. Yo no aguanto más dolor. Desde que morí tu tía, tú me dejaste de querer. Simplemente me dijiste mientras trataba de entender. Te volteaste y te fuiste. Pregunto qué he hecho yo para merecer todo eso. Tu extraviado corazón. Y que dormir sigue preso.
Yo. Yeah. Don't stop my mano. See how I did it. I'm Taino, Pano. What she is, Gitano. Peace out to my people in New Zealand, my final. Yeah, y'all don't understand how we do it. Every time we spit it, it's fluid. Every time we move it, it's moving. And moving them units, you don't understand how we gonna do it. It comes from the soul. Don't stop, this shit is gold. Know how we do it, we mold. Our young soldiers teach them the game and we put them in streets and we show them cause this how it go. Do it, they do. You know we do it for real. Y'all cats, you knowin' the deal. And if you wanna spit with me, just let me know. Look in my face, tell me how you feel. This shit is real.
This shit is real, so how I feel. Say it's the game and the show is the deal. The pain and the struggle, the hustle I feel. And this is the struggle, the demons I conceal inside of my mind frame. Saying it's a game, spitting the flame. All these rappers talk, but they all sound the same. My heart was broken, but I didn't even know her name. Name.
It's something, yeah. Go ahead. Remix. Y'all don't know about that.
Son puras noches sin dormir, solita en la cama fría.
That's cool.
Y digo yo que maldición aún haberte conocido, porque habría dando yo. Así yo nunca he sufrido, porque habría dando yo. Así yo nunca he sufrido.
Yeah! Woo!
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Now to the second song. Number
I don't know if you
two.
noticed that, but do you see I put Gitano in that?
I did.
I don't know if you
I didn't pay
noticed.
attention to my rhythm, so I didn't mess you up while I wasn't singing.
I don't know if you noticed, but the
I'm
young
on
boy in the back is Millie rocking to it.
I'm gonna put some water in my head right now.
Hey, yo, Cash. Young Ruckus was over there and Millie rocking over there.
Show
Who's
Cash
going
gonna
hard?
make like 5 beats tonight.
All right, so
Oh, I was
what's...
beatboxing in my
So
head.
what-
I'm ready to jump in.
You know, I think I'm gonna play this song that's kind of, speaking about taking a risk and all that shit. This song is it's kind of a work in progress, and it's definitely
It's an original song.
yeah, it's an original. They both are.
Just get a little closer.
The one I need it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, what was that song about? 'Cause
Aquel maldito día means that damn day
that damn day.
when you stop loving me.
Shout out to Smooth Mass Beats,
Left it in
the
that
homie in
bed
VA.
Yeah, left me that cold bed alone.
Yeah, it was deep. You see
It
the
was-
emotion in that.
Yeah, man. Like,
That's
so,
me once.
yeah, I mean, I felt a little emotional.
Like, I kind of want to play this one
I thought it was
song,
just
but
my
there's a good chance
contact,
that I'll
but-
fuck up, but I think I should
No, man,
play it. I
yeah,
can play
it's
this
just
one.
my
Yeah, man, it's my contact, you know what I'm saying?
I
Drop,
don't
bro.
believe in that. There's no such thing.
Right,
It's
right.
extra silly.
Right.
Well,
Just
and we at a
progressive.
show.
Right.
We're not at a performance, so there's nobody judging.
Yeah, man, this is how we do it in the Chop Shop. Keep rocking this. We're going to do
There's
another
only 70
joint.
million viewers on Facebook, but nobody, I don't worry about it.
Oh, only 70?
That's it.
Shit. All right.
It's like nothing.
Let me do this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's like nothing.
All right. So this is a song about I'm gonna give a little background to this. I talked about losing weight. I talked about, but this song is a little softer than most of it, so I think I should be a little bit maybe more like that.
Yeah, let me know what you need to do. Let me
Can you can hear me fucking sing? Yeah.
I can hear.
So this song is about it's kind of like about the process of losing weight and all that stuff and how that feels like being locked up. And it was also I was really close to somebody who had done 22 years, who had been put away when they were 17, and was trying to figure out their life. And
What's
so,
the name of the song?
Little Victory.
That's one song. Both
Yeah.
of those. Okay.
It's called Little Victory.
Yes, and my name is Victoria. So
You said that. That's
Okay.
a Latin now. Victoria.
So pay attention.
yeah.
Just in
We're
case.
now rocking. Yo, make sure
Just in case.
you check out Victoria Rios'
Yeah.
music, man. She's about to rock it one more time. All right.
VictoriaRiosMusic.net.
.net.
All right. Okay. So yeah, and I hope who knows? This is a work in progress. So here we go. The ones that I love most, I always love more than they love me. I spend my days with ghosts, they hold me down and watch the doors for me. Singing one day you'll be free. They say one day you and me. Little victory one day, honey, we're gonna be free. Hey, one day, just wait and see. Just wait and see. One day, honey, we're gonna be free. Teen to life, locked inside, swearing you don't care if they ever let you out. You're suddenly released, you still can't find no peace. To surprise, you don't believe in anyone now. Spent all my life trying to figure out how to put down the weight I carried around. Finally lost it all and I'm just heavy as hell in the well of memories I've been drowning in. But hey, one day, just wait and see. A little victory one day, honey, we're gonna be free. I said one day, you have to believe me. Just listen to me. We're gonna be free. Got a side so small to me, I don't talk about her at all. But see, I can't let her go. The story makes me so sad, and these days I don't want to feel bad. I just want her to know. I said one day you have to believe me. Victory one day, honey, we're gonna be free. One day, just wait and see. Just listen to me.
gotta put this down there.
You did good. You did good.
I made some guitar mistakes, but thank you.
Nah, we can't see the
So
floor.
That was
how-
players moving set type.
What
Yeah.
what is the future looking like for your music? Are you releasing any full length projects? Are you just doing shows? What is the future looking like?
Playing a set tomorrow at 10 o'clock at the Bebop on
That's,
Boylston,
where in Boston?
Mass Ave. Yeah, I don't know the exact address, but it's the Bebop,
The
Boylston,
Bebop.
Mass Ave. And that was supposed to be my goodbye show because I was going to be going back to California, but I'm going to be staying a little bit longer.
Like to move? You gone?
Well, I'm from San Francisco, so I was going to be going home, and I was going to take kind of an open-ended sabbatical. Like, I've been working for a long time my whole life, and so I kind of was going to, for the first time, maybe take some time and relative to that whole voice
It's
thing.
expensive out in San Francisco.
Yes, it is. I have to stay with my mother. I cannot afford to live there.
Sorry, guys.
But
I was
kind of
home in
like
San Francisco.
my voice changed a lot when I lost weight, and I don't know that it's necessarily physical or if it's emotional, but kind of just take some time to really
Probably a
study.
little bit of both.
I've noticed that like a lot of heavier people can sing better. I don't know.
Bigger lungs?
No, I think it's because they know how to come from the stomach. I don't know. Like,
I mean, I think having more red blood cells, this is my own personal thing. I think having more red blood cells because you're bigger means you can bring in more oxygen, so you can have more air. Because I had a fuck lot of air when I was big, and I was 330 pounds. I was big.
Still don't believe it.
so did you think you sing a little bit better when you're bigger, or?
It was way louder, but I have much more range now.
Probably because you don't run out of breath as much because it helps.
No, I had tons of breath. I could do like a whole Shakespearean sonnet on one breath. It was stupid. Like I don't have breath like that now. I had tons and tons of breath. But
I never heard that before. Like you have more red blood cells, so you can take in more
It
oxygen.
could be. I don't know. It could be that.
I mean, that makes a little bit of sense, though.
I'm thinking that could be that because you hold it.
I always thought it was like from because singing comes from basically the gut, and you have to like project.
Know how to control the diaphragm. And
I also
everything.
think that there's something relevant to the fact that you could check the statistic, it might have changed, but I believe 80% of the obese women in the United States have been sexually abused as children. So I think that there's a relationship between obesity and the fat lady who sings and self-soothing and what children do to take care of
That's
themselves.
interesting.
So do you find yourself losing breath now? You know what I'm saying?
I need to I have some breath, but I don't have what I had before. I need to spend some time with myself as an artist a little bit. And I don't know, I'm not sure when I'll be back in Boston. Maybe like in October. I don't know. It's up in the air right now. But just as I was getting ready to go home, suddenly I was like, amazing drummer was maybe going to be in the band, and like suddenly like all this stuff happened. So
you're gonna work. You are gonna put out an album before you leave, then.
Before I leave, but I do want to do that soon. I was supposed to go record next week in Virginia. Hi, Lance. But not leaving.
We have to make that happen, man. You know what I mean?
We gotta get you on the album.
We got a studio.
I'd love to.
That would
And I would love to collaborate with somebody who would make a track or like an artist that I could do choruses for that would do verses. Like I've been wanting to do that for a long time.
We talked about this
Yeah,
before.
Yes.
We had this discussion.
He's the producer right there. He can use your
Definitely
voice
got
and a
it.
lot of good
Yeah.
stuff.
We did. You're
We
right.
talk about
Yeah.
he actually makes the beats for
Yeah. I would love to learn about that because I don't know.
We have a
how
recording
that
studio here.
writing.
We have here. We'll show you afterwards.
Yeah, but nothing like live sound is always
Live
sound is always awesome. So
But I don't know. I don't know anything about it. So it's like
Well, that was it.
new
We'll
world.
put it this way.
Yeah.
We're gonna shift on. We're gonna shift on to our next interview, which will be. But you're gonna stick around, right? Because then we'll talk to you afterwards. We're gonna get to this next interview. You can stick around and commentary.
great.
Well, you can do whatever. You can sit right there. It's fine. We're just gonna get to our next interview. But on behalf of the Chopp Shop, I'd like to thank you for
That's great. Both of them
Showing
so
your
so-
skills.
both of them
said,
so fucking amazing.
yeah, they are. And where is where they can find your music? You were saying Victoria.net.
Oh yeah. Spell it.
Victoria
What's so short?
Rios, which is RIOS as in Sam, like rivers in Spanish. VictoriaRiosMusic.net.
Yeah.
I only have a couple tunes up there, but I'm gonna put some more up soon.
Okay, so it is.
That's what it is, then.
And
Well, it's up
social
there.
media
Sounds like that.
platforms
Good.
to contact you.
Oh yeah, like me on Facebook. I need likes so I can get gigs.
Well, there you
So
go.
tell
You
people
got
how to
plenty
find
of
you.
links. You got a lot of fans
Tell them how to
over
find
here. Everybody tuning in Showcast. That's Victoria Rios. You can find her Victoria Rios.
VictoriaRiosMusic.net.
Music.net. You
Yeah.
already know.
That's how we doing
Thank you
it.
so much for having
The
me.
Chopp Shop. Yeah, like I said, stick around.
Yeah.
We're gonna transition to this other thing. We gotta get Jesus' phone or we gotta use somebody's phone because we can't use this one.
Slim the prophet.
Well,
Yeah,
somebody.
Well, mine
if I
don't
got a
have-
charger, you can use mine. I just need a charger for an iPhone. You can stream this.
Well, I'm not trying to stream from it. I'm streaming from my phone. It keeps
Oh, all right.
streaming
Oh,
from
you
my
need a
phone.
quote.
I need a phone.
I don't have the auxiliary cable though. So
You
that's
just need
where
something
we
to put
lack
next
at.
to it so it doesn't fall.
Yeah, I got it. It's all set up. Thank you. We got it. It's It's good enough anyway. It's falling because of this, but I'm about to fix it right now. Now, baby, reality Chopp Shop Radio. Thank you for tuning in. We're gonna finish up with our interview with Buddha Monk soon. Shout out to John Nostra out in CT. What's up, brother? We need an updated interview every Thursday from 6 to 8. We bring you the Chopp Shop Radio. Keep rocking with us, man. Check out uzd.world. I need to use one of the phones, yo. Somebody got to
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna try to see if one of these guys got a charger. You can use mine.
Yes, sir. There actually is a charger out there. There's one up there. So, next week we're gonna be interviewing Sadat X. Yo, what up, Nostra? How you doing, brother? CT's finest, right there. We had the brother in here a couple months back. We're gonna have to get an updated interview
After he's back from Canada.
Yeah, man. We gotta get an updated interview. You can plug it in right underneath over there. We need to rock out with you, brother. Get you back in here to rock out with us, man. So thanks for everybody tuning into the Chopp Shop, man, and making this possible for us to continue because without the support of the people, without the support of the people, we wouldn't be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be able to rock out, you know what I mean, like that. Can somebody help me out over here? Plug it in, and I'll give you the phone number to call.
Somebody we have names.
Right there. Well, I just meant whoever. Somebody help.
We're not Slender Prophet.
Just sit there.
We have names.
Help out, bro. Broski. Jesus in the building. He's over there in his lime shirt.
You know it. Green Goblin.
The green fucking goblin in the building, man. Yes, thank you, brother. John Nostra is a very good friend of the Chopp Shop, a very good friend of mine. He's a real good brother. Could you just dial that whenever you're ready, so we can get it popping. We can get it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into the next phone call interview. Then we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna end it out with Buddha Monk. Brooklyn Zoo Bullies. Yeah, man. So that's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna give the OG a call. We're gonna get into all of that right now and transition into that, and then we'll wrap it up, man. And then, like I said, next week we're gonna have Sadat X. And we just gonna rock it, man. We're gonna pop it. We're gonna keep it moving, man. Okay. Peace, Buddha. It's not big.
What up?
What's going on, brother?
What it do, my brothers?
What's going on? We are now talking to the legendary Buddha Monk from the legendary Brooklyn Zoo, which is the first branch off the mighty Wu-Tang tree. So what's going on, Mr. Buddha Monk?
Ain't nothing. Just doing music and picking niggas off the team.
Yeah? What do you mean? What?
Off the team. Whoa.
That's right. I want everybody to know.
This our pink slip?
Let him say it. What you said,
before we get to doing any more music, I mean, everybody that know me and know how I learn about things. I'm a fair and just person. Nobody from my team, nobody from the horse, the dirty clansman, nobody from the Universal Zoo Disciple. Master Stardo is not allowed to do no music with nobody. He is completely, I'm going to exile him.
Who are we talking about?
Exile us today.
Who?
Matt Bastardo.
Oh, yeah, I know who he's talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, kicked him to the curb. He even wanted to do an interview. He gets no interview. He gets nothing, not sandwich, not
tiny food,
nothing.
Yeah, I never dealt with the dude anyways. I don't really,
He was a dude that was originally with Dirty Clans and they wanted to kick him out, try to give him a chance, But, when you don't respect a boss that puts you into this, okay, I don't have to be your boss, but I am a boss. And I'm saying, I'm a boss. You let the boss speak and let him do what he do. Watch your little mouth, before I smack the taste out of him. But see, you niggas don't have no discipline. I know how to discipline a nigga. Yeah. It don't take much. You gotta put your hand on him. I put a hole on your career, faggots.
Yeah, I mean, that's, it's a shame that it came to that, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm fair just because it was like a misunderstanding. But instead of him saying what he said before, he thought he was tough. You know what I'm saying? I could have went down there with 100 gorillas and shot all that out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? My profession and this whole thing, man, is like, I like to give everybody a chance. But if I let you in or people see you coming in the door with me or do this and that with me, and I'm telling people you down, and then you get a little bit ahead of yourself and think just because, you took a couple of pictures with Method Man, Raekwon, everybody, you're part of Wu-Tang. It don't work like that, player. I'll smack the taste out your mouth.
Nah, that don't make you down. That's the problem with these dudes, man. They get around certain people and think they're part of the Wu-Tang family. Listen, man, the Wu-Tang family is very very enclosed, and we know who's part of the Brooklyn Zoo, who's part of the Zoo Bullies, who's part of the Wu-Tang Pantheon, the Killer Bees, and a lot of cats do take a couple of pictures and run with that. Don't get me started on that shit. But you know, that's the problem with being part of such a legendary group, though. You know, I mean, like you've taught all around the world, and you were there at the beginning of all this whole Wu-Tang Brooklyn Zoo stuff, and you saw the advancement of it. And I'm sure that there's plenty of people who have treated you a certain way because they think they're gonna meet Method Man or the RZA or something, right?
Yeah, some of that, a lot of that. But you know what? That don't make you Wu-Tang.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
So first of all, a lot of you don't even know what it means. And when it's witty, unpredictable, talented, and natural game. So let me tell you something about that. A lot of you think you witty when we let y'all sit around us.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of you think you're unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course you're unpredictable because it's unpredictable that you won't be down with us for long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You hope to have the talent we have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't.
Yeah.
You just don't. You know what I'm saying? And as far as everything else, you know what I'm saying? If you would just shut your mouth and be a little natural dude that's trying to really get into this and do right by your generals, you wouldn't get kicked out. See, today wasn't the most important thing of letting everybody know that they think they're down with us anymore. You know what I'm saying? Today was the day to let everybody know, listen, from now on, I catch you out of line in any kind of way. I'm going to take you to the park. We can either scrap iron or we can put the bare knuckles together. I'm going to let my team wolf you out.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think that I mean, dealing with you and dealing with other cats, you know, veterans in the game, like I think that I've noticed that, like, you know, my intention is different. But what I'm saying is like, I notice other people around sometimes, and I kind of get that feeling sometimes, like, this dude just wants to be around because he thinks that people are going to think he's somehow associated with Wu-Tang. Like, that should never be your goal. You should come around a person or a man, because an older person such as yourself, because you want to gain the knowledge, wisdom, and you want to continue the legacy, not just to try to make yourself seem fucking relevant. And that shit fucking sickens me. It sickens me.
A lot of these fucking faggots buy 2 Wu-Tang shirts, buy your book.
Yeah.
They buy your book. They buy 2 Wu-Tang shirts. They take a couple of pictures with you.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they throwing a W on their album cover.
Yeah, oh my God, no, and then he's
disrespect.
Yeah, it's total disrespect. Like, you ain't part of this family. You ain't part of our tribe. You're not part of. You want to come in. You gotta come in by a general. You know what I'm saying? You want to be Zoo. You gotta come in by one of the generals. You want to be Wu. You gotta come. You can't just come around and do a couple of features with somebody. There's some of these motherfuckers start putting a W in their logos and shit.
But you know what? It's kind of my fault because. You know, the history repeats itself 25,000 years. The Buddha was the 24th scientist. Let me just explain something to you about science. See, science doesn't just mean, you know, it's everything in our existence. But when you do the science of your circumference and how many people are true to your square, you'll figure out sooner or later, well, he ain't gonna last long. This nigga in it, and he's gonna stay with us long enough till we get him near the door and cut us off. And then this man right here, he's just in this shit so the girls can see him and say he did it. See,
so fucking aggravating.
I stay silent because the job of a Buddha is to do the knowledge to everything before he speaks. See, I've been humble to a lot of brothers, and I showed you love. I let you come to my house and eat a couple of times. We had cookouts. We did this. We did that. We did this. We did that. Okay? But when you hear me in my business aspect tell you, listen, fall back. Don't do that, player. And then you come out like, yo, you're not my boss and this and that and that. No, nigga, I'm not your boss, but you know what I do. This is my profession.
But that's respecting the elders, though.
Like that. So when you do something like that, say something like that to me after I don't open the doors for everybody to embrace you, I will fuck you up.
Come here, on the camera. Yeah, but here's what I'm saying. You know, as the so-called Wu politician, I find it like this. Like, you know, why would you want to misrepresent yourself and disrespect such a profound legacy? And then if someone comes around, like for instance, I'm a boss, right? But you're my OG, and I would never come at you if you check me or one of the OGs check me, right? I wouldn't be like, well, I'm a boss, and I wouldn't say that because it's like a big brother.
Right?
You know what I mean?
When you say that, I feel like.
But see, I don't want to go too deep into it today. I'm just trying to let everybody know. You know what I'm saying? From now on, you better act your age and your shoe size. Otherwise, motherfucker, I'm gonna put some tight shoes on you, put a skirt on you, and have you walk down the street, nigga, and embarrass you. So right now, I'm pulling that for Stardom skirt. Nigga, I tried to show you love. You was canceled, nigga. Don't let me catch you at no shows, no nothing. If you pay for it, you good. If I see when somebody help you get in, I'm gonna go right here, snatch you out the show and say, no, man, go back outside and either pay the shit or I take it out your ass. Until you learn how to respect me and apologize, motherfucker, you was canceled.
Word, because that whole thing goes along with riding niggas' coattail.
Yup.
You know what I mean? You're going to ride a niggas' coattail, but you're not going to respect them. You know, you're going to take all the advantages of the situation, but you don't want to.
You don't want to submit to the chain of command, but you want the benefits.
Exactly.
You want the army, but you don't want to listen to the general.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's that bitch shit right there. That's what I'm saying about people like you. They get around people like you. Oh, maybe I can say I'm down with Wu-Tang. Oh, I can throw the W up. Oh, I can do this. I can put it in my logo. No, the fuck you can't. You can't. And that proves out through time. That shit gets me so aggravated, man. I just get so mad about this whole thing.
Right, so
no, but it's my job to get mad about
different now.
It's my
we
job.
Really need to do some. This game is about to be different right now.
Yeah. So let's transition
right now. We just finished over the weekend shooting this new video.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
We apologize. We apologize.
It's a remix beat. The beat is the industry beat. It's a
Romeo and Juliet remix, right?
It's the remix of No Romeo and Juliet with Buddha Monk, which is me performing. You know what I'm saying? Frankie Needles, which is my DJ.
Shout out to Frankie.
Aston Martin P. You know, Aston Martin Piff. You know what I'm saying? So we put this new song together and we shot the video for it. Shout out to Alexa for coming out. You know what I'm saying? Laying on the piano for us, girl. Shake that ass.
Laying on the piano, like literally, like playing it, or literally laying on it.
Nah, she laid on it. Wait till you see the video. Some of the pictures is already on Facebook.
I knew what it was. I was just fucking around. We got Mike Boston in the building.
You know, and I'm trying. What I'm thinking from now, because I'm about to turn it up, and that's why I did the first video, just to let everybody know I'm back. Everybody's talking about. Companies like, you know, you should hurry up and do that. Yeah, and you should put this in there so to be a comeback. Comeback, nigga, I never left. I got 1,000 songs before I was doing this shit that everybody still listen to. There ain't no comeback. I'm adding on, nigga. I don't do comeback. This is plus degrees.
Yeah, where did I go? Yeah, where did I go?
You know what I'm saying? But what I want to say to everybody is, we shot it the weekend, and in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, it should be finally finalized. Yeah. And as soon as that's done, we'll be like, while that's being done, we're going to shoot another one. It's not this weekend, maybe hopefully next weekend. Just another joint. You know what I'm saying? What I'm about to do, I'm about to flood YouTube with a bunch of videos of me, and then, you know, the iTunes and everything.
It's going to be you and the Zubullies as well, right?
Slaying everybody, huh?
It's going to be Buddha Monk, but not just you, but it's going to be you showing the world who is part of the Zubullies family.
Well, it's going to be the Dirty Klansmen. See, you gotta understand, it's going to be Universal Zoo Disciple, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be Dirty Klansmen. It's definitely going to be EBG. The new group I did is called EBG. Everybody Gets It. You know what I mean? And then it's also going to be the Zoo Bullies, and it's also going to be my nephew, Ali Hub, young thugging on niggas out here, you know what I'm saying? So we not, you know, Aston Martin Piff, you know, CBMG going to be in there.
I'm right on there. I thought we were getting a pink slip.
I'm not just one person on one team. All of these are the teams I'm on. All of these are the teams I'm on.
Booty, you know what I said?
Yo, go check out the Aston Martin Piff Project. The
Pressure. Yeah. Check out that Aston Martin Piff
Brooklyn Zoo album. Plus, you know, shout out to the Brooklyn Zoo. They still working on some of their stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm gonna get on the album.
Yeah, the Brooklyn Zoo.
If it comes together where we gotta hurry up and get on something else, of course I'm gonna get on it. You know what I'm saying? And so I just want to shut people down from now on. I'm not letting nobody else hang out with us no more. That's it, y'all all day. Other than who I just mentioned, if you ain't in that circle, you're dead.
You know what I said, Buddha? I thought that Universal Zoo Disciples was getting a pink slip from your crew because he said, no, I'm joking around because at the beginning he goes,
I'm a fight Claw.
He said, we will fight our way back. We'll fight Matt Massaro to get back in.
Yeah.
So
you know why I don't even laugh at that? Because that wasn't even humorous. I wouldn't even follow to do nothing like that.
No. You on the way
There's
now.
nothing that nobody can say. You already been officially assigned by me first. The second person was the man, you know what I'm saying, who taught all of us. And that's the father, Papa Wu.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Freedom
and on top of that, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for people to embrace you now because, you know what I'm saying, you were sent out to do a mission that most others can't handle. And you don't care. And see, the thing is,
I don't give two fucks.
let me tell you what Papa Wu said, and I know why niggas get the chance to think that they can talk shit to me till I smack their fucking teeth out their mouth. Papa Wu said, yo, you're only strong as your team is. You understand what I'm saying? If your team ain't strong, you ain't strong.
Yeah, Papa Wu said that.
You understand what I'm saying? Yep. Your team is strong. Mm-hmm. My team is strong because they don't get it. Every team under this umbrella is me. You understand what I'm saying? So other zoo members that's making groups and stuff like that, they may be zoo, but they still me. You know what I'm saying? Just like I may be zoo, but they still part of zoo. They still part of my brothers, the Brooklyn Zoo, and everybody. Yeah. Don't think because y'all don't see us together and they talk shit or I talk shit, you can do the same thing. You get your feelings hurt in that emotion.
Yeah, that's like with me and my family. Like I'll be in Cash, we'll argue all day, but if somebody says something bad about him, I'll punch him in the face.
Right. So from now on, man, we getting everybody. For real, man. For real. I said it one time, and it was being carried out after I dropped that first one. But watch what I drop on Facebook tonight. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get it.
Chopp Shop exclusive.
Let's get it. Chopp Shop exclusive with the big homie.
Part two of dismissing niggas out of your camp.
So Buddha, just to switch gears a little bit, because while we got you on the line, whenever somebody calls, we always like to, we've done this before, we like to get like a funny, to switch gears a little bit. We thank you for the praise. We thank you for including us into this, and even though there's other connections, you know, no matter who you see us with, we're Buddha. We rock.
Now, don't say that shit for 1,000 times. Please leave that shit alone.
They call me DJ Disclaimer.
Look, you're right. We all family. We all family. But you see how rough I said that? But everybody like, ooh, everybody that'll be in the radio be like, ooh, what the fuck did he mean by that? Nigga, I'm a boss. That's what I meant by that. So I'm telling him he a boss. We ain't gotta let everybody know that no more. Fuck everybody. They can see and think what they want.
No. But what I'm saying is that I was just thanking you for always, like, you know, shouting us out and putting us in the forefront. That's all I was saying. And what
thank you too, man, for being my brother. Now let's talk, man.
This fucking guy. Me and Buddha don't know that.
Nah, me
and Buddha have a similar personality.
That's not
and the first capo of the Zoo Boys is Judah Priest, and the first capo UZD is Cash, and Cash and Judah have the same personality, and me and Buddha have a very similar personality.
I just want to say this though. I love all of y'all.
Thank you, brother.
The Universal Zoo Disciples, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you, brother.
They have shown and proved to me in every which way and every day that they are loyal. They are my brothers. I am their brother, and we going out in style. However niggas want to do it, but I keep everybody. I do it. I tell everybody when they see shit, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. Next thing you know, then the following week, yo, what's up? That shit just dead it. Cause you know why? A silent kill is a silent kill. If you be on Facebook giving nigga energy, everybody watching, waiting to see what's happening. True. But if you don't say nothing to that nigga, I was beefing with the nigga on Facebook, but then I was like, you know what? Let me show this nigga who really the man is. Along to God, I went back and deleted every single message. Now, you don't know what I'm going to do. The industry don't know what I'm going to do. You understand what I'm saying?
I think unpredictability makes your enemy nervous. Unpredictability is what makes people nervous.
I hit that nigga with a kill shot I hit that nigga with a kill shot to the left. He ain't never coming back from that.
Kill confirmed.
Kill confirmed.
Yo, so the whole thing with how you say you love us and shit. The other shit was like we first started hanging. We first
became Zoo.
We first became Zoo, and we first started building together and being with each other and shit. Every time we talk on the phone, we'd be like, all right, Cash, I love you, man. At first, it was like you're not used to hearing that shit. Yeah. At first, it's like a little bit weird, but then he's like, "Yo, Word, that's some real shit. You gotta be a real nigga and really love a nigga to be like, yo, I love
That's
you.
what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you don't know how to.
Right.
Yeah, like you like, yo, because it's not coming from a soft dude. It's coming from a hard general.
Yeah.
When a war general looks at you and says, "I love
you, my nigga." You know what I mean? That's
right.
You know what I mean? That's
like that affects you.
But there's something deeper than all of that. Fuck all that. Today is the day I say it on the radio station right now. I want everybody to hear me. It don't even be all of that in the stripes. So the art of war teaches you to learn how to fight without fighting. You know what I'm saying? The art of war can also teach you. It may not have the war doesn't. You know there's war and there's battle, but in a war you don't always start off today. You start off another day. You know what I'm saying? It may not happen today. It can happen 10 years. See. And that's another thing. Some of these niggas that be talking shit and they think because they've been in your house that you won't, just because you've been in my house, that I won't attack your ass. So what I'm saying to niggas is, okay, but you can't move like I move, nigga. I do what I gotta do.
I get that.
I ain't never stuck. Me and my woman, nobody, we ain't never stuck. But y'all niggas is stuck. So I could put, I'm gonna tell you this, and this was gonna kill everybody. A wise man can play the part of a fool, but a fool can't play the part of a wise man.
Word up.
So indeed, no. That's true. And
patience is a virtue.
No, but that's true indeed. And
half y'all niggas ain't patient enough because y'all gotta go to work every day at 9 o'clock in the morning and get a check, nigga.
You don't got the time.
I'll the fire out your ass.
And you know what, Cash? I'm not gonna go into it, but we had a recent situation. We had.
I'm sorry, I stepped down here. I was talking about the babies here.
Oh, that's all good. We had a recent situation where we had to kind of turn up a little bit, and I think that Cash said, I'm not gonna get into it all, but Cash said it. Cash put it all in a little box, and he said, people are used to seeing us joking and laughing and fucking with each other, and they think that we're all fun and games and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But some of the most dangerous people are the most funniest people.
Until we gotta go shut shit down.
Yeah, until we gotta shut shit down. You know what I'm saying?
We're the fucking bad guys.
We're the bad guys. But anyways, we won't get into all that.
But come over here and let them go over there with the baby.
But it is what it is. We hearing it from the OG himself.
Come over here and let them
You know what I'm saying? We hearing it from the OG himself. You know what I'm saying? Buddha Monk. Yo, Buddha.
Yeah, what's up?
So real quick before we let you go, two things I wanted to ask. One is that normally when we got somebody calling because like
get closer to the thing, I can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
All right. What I was saying is that I was watching a video that was put up the other day by you that Papa Wu shared, and I was gonna share tonight. It was you and ODB on stage. It wasn't the video with y'all on that.
Oh yeah, me and ODB doing a show out in Germany in front of 40,000.
40,000 people. Yeah, you and ODB had that crowd rocking. So what I'm saying is,
I've seen that shit too.
Crazy, right?
Word.
So what I want to say is there a quick story or something about being on the traveling? Because there's so many stories you have, but is there a story about
the best stories traveling, man? It's not a one to make everybody be humor. The best story is leave them girls out alone out on that tour. That's number one. Number two, if you do happen to be doing that, put all your money and your keys and everything in the safe, lock it up. A lot of people go to these tours and don't put their stuff in the safe when they go in the hotel rooms. That'd be your fault when you wake up, everything gone.
But what I'm saying is there like
it was going with that Keisha song.
Is there like
a Keisha song from
I've learned not to brag about what I've done. I've learned to take the time to reach people and show them.
Understood.
Like how I did the book. The book wasn't to talk about what Dirty was doing drug-wise. It was to talk about the good things that he did and stuff that he liked to eat and everything. So the best thing I'm going to give everybody to eat today is like, look, man, this music thing is not a game. Either you got both feet in or both feet out.
Can't even do that.
The best way I can tell you how to do that is don't quit your job to become full-time in this without you having a 6-figure deal, you dumb motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. Word up.
You know, a lot of people starving artists. With 50,000, get ready to go, 100,000 to publish it, and then another 20,000, 30,000 in your pocket just for doing it. But if you just get publishing just to do the album, then why the hell would you quit your job? Because you can't take no money from that. Because this is not party money. This is to make sure your money your music get in the right spots that everybody that don't know about it, that'll help them to pick up and see that your music is real.
Isn't that
after that, I just want to tell y'all something. I just want to say to everybody on the radio station right now that Universal Zoo Disciples got some of the most illest tracks I've heard. They producers as well. Oh, sorry, I'm one of those producers. We
got one of them showcasing the building right now. We got one of our producers showcasing the building. He's feeling complimented. Yeah.
That fuck y'all niggas. That beat we got.
Fuck y'all niggas. That's it.
Boom, doom, doom.
Oh yeah, I love all. Yeah, no doubt. Don't worry, I'm gonna get some music from them. You know what I'm saying?
Word up.
And there's one more thing I want to teach everybody that's like producing tracks and stuff like that, and everybody's using their tracks online and everything. The best way to deal with those marks, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If you write into the track and you like the track, don't wait till the last minute after you don't get the thing and write it out to everybody and say, hey, how much the track is. First of all, a lot of the cats that got their tracks on there means that they don't have a major deal. So basically, you'll probably be getting the tracks from anywhere to $50 to $75 to $100. Mm-hmm. My advice to you, if you can, is just buy the niggas out at $300 and still give them, like, if the song becomes a major song and they getting money, get them 10% of the royalties for the album, and get a percentage on the royalties, and as well as being a producer of the track. Let them share executive production with you and get them like 10-20% of the production if you paid them out all right in the beginning.
Word.
But no longer do they just produce it once they get that. It's you produced it. Make sure you get your green slips, man. Don't go around doing stuff without the paperwork fine. Let me tell y'all something. Nothing is final until the ink is dry. So that means black and white make green.
Yeah.
Word up.
I thought that was red and blue. What makes green?
Lay primary colors, my nigga.
No, when you mean black and white, you got Google the white paper. You write on the white paper with the black pen, and then all of a sudden the people begin to give you the green.
So what is the next thing that people can expect to see from the Zoo Bullies camp? The next major.
The Zoo Bully right now. The Zoo Bully camp is getting ready. They're getting ready to shoot a couple of videos. We got about like 5 more songs we got to do. We got to do 3 with the Universal Disciples Zoo. We still haven't got, shout out to P Styles, not P Styles. Oh my God, I got so many people on my team. My head be hurting. Styles, he got to get on my joint. You know what I'm saying? And also we got some people that's got to get on it from our team. So like we working hard. Like my nephew down here right now from Kentucky. And he been here for like 2 weeks, and he already did 30 songs in 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm talking about, and his hooks is crazy. A lot of y'all need to check him out. We got a couple of tracks on YouTube, and it's called Ali Hub. That's Lihubb. And then he also not only, he's a master. He just throw hooks out all day long. He can tell you, I sell crack. Next thing
I can throw hooks out all day long too, bro.
Like, he didn't use it to tell people he sells crack. Now he uses it to make it a song, and it's finally turning out to be a single. You know what I'm saying? So I need y'all to check him out. And I definitely need y'all to support everything that the Universal Zoo Disciples are doing and everybody else. Dirty Klansman got a joint out right now, free download. Y'all need to grab their album. Yep. I don't know why the hell they gave it out for free.
Shout out to Dungeon Master. Smooth Mass Beats, all the brothers over there. So, Buddha, we're going to get ready to let you go. Any final words of wisdom or parting words you want to give us?
Yeah. Find your own wisdom. I'm out.
Whatever it is.
All right, we love you, bro. We love you, bro.
We love you, big bro. So,
matter of fact, we got a meeting next Tuesday, one.
All right.
We'll see you tomorrow, bro.
We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Peace. So,
you heard it first, Buddha Monk, man.
Yeah, man, that was a big major comment.
If you don't fuck with it, it ain't official.
That was our first guest on the Chopp Shop ever.
Yeah.
First major guest, yeah.
First guest, period, nigga. He was on the second show.
Yeah, because we didn't have a guest the first show. I remember that. I forgot all about that. That was over a year ago.
We had that dude with the
excuse me, sir. Head injury? My short-term memory's fucked up.
This guy always goes to head injury.
You mean an eye injury?
Always go. Like I bring it up all the time. Shut the fuck up, yo. You've been going strong all day. Shut the fuck up, yo. We're getting ready to go, but real quick, we got Mr. Mike Boston in the room. Mr. Mike Boston, you might have seen him on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Is that whip parked outside? The one you got from Ellen?
Oh yeah, it's like a proper mobile studio, you know.
So Mike Boston created a program called the Mobile Stew, which is a studio that goes to the inner city youth when there's violence and stuff like that. Because Mr. Mike Boston works with youth. People don't understand is that me, Mike, and Cash. Me, Mike, and Cash actually have a long-term history in community service work. Long before the UZD or the UD was ever created, all of us participated in a community program called Shout Out to City Air AmeriCorps. Me and Mike Boston were part of a program.
The GBT?
That was around that time. But me and Mike Boston were part of a program that helped to bring our nonprofit organization to South Africa in partnership with. I met up with Bill Clinton, hung out with him for a while, told him my life story.
Mandela.
And then he went over there with Bill Clinton and Mandela, hung out with him and shit. You know what I'm saying? So Mike is a fucking superstar. You know what I'm saying? He's helped done some commercials for the Celtics. Yes. Now the Mobile Stew, which is, could you talk a little bit about, I know there's only certain things you can say, but could you talk a little bit about the status of the Mobile Stew real quick before we take us out of here?
So Mobile Stew right now,
Michael?
Because they know about you. Hey, just update.
Yo, shout out to the Chopp Shop. Shout out to Buddha Monk first off. That was great dialogue. I want to see people showing love like it was being shown.
Yeah,
right
man, it's
there.
crazy, right?
You know what I'm saying? But that all ties into what points to the reason why we do the work we do, and we make the moves we do in the different communities that each one of us, the Universal Zoo disciples, Universal Collective, like bring, especially that type of energy, which is the same thing like what we're doing with the Mobile Zoo. So I wanted to like clarify that and make sure that everybody knows that our people's in Philly doing their thing, our people's in New Zealand doing their thing. Our people's in Columbia,
Jersey,
our people's over
New
there,
Bedford,
our people's in
Springfield, Florida.
And so
we say we global. I think they think we playing, but we're really
definitely
not.
Yo, live in Japan right now. I'm telling you, yo, viral. You know what I mean? Yeah,
they did an article on the Mobile Stew in Japanese. Right?
I'm hung out. Yes.
You made that shit up just now.
No.
Mike Boston don't make shit up. Come on.
He don't make shit up.
Hey, Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris don't make shit up. Shut the fuck up.
Chuck Norris don't do push-ups. He pushed the earth down.
Yo, so Mike, www.mobilestew, mobilestu.net, right?
Yes.
What is the next thing for the Mobile Stew? Because I know there was a documentary pilot or something. I don't know how much you could talk about that.
Konnichiwa. Yo, so basically Mobile Stew.
That was extra Japanese for no reason.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Karate Kid when you came in?
I was watching Kung Fu flicks with Amos.
Who invited this fucking guy?
I was talking to Amos about something, and the way he always teaches it through a Kung Fu flick. Like, he always you know what, hold up real quick. Boop, boop. He goes through his whole box, his catalog, and plays a Kung Fu flick.
That's the
best. It sounds like, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of hanging out with Buddha or Papu. Like, this is going to lead to a Kung Fu story. So, what I'm saying, but what can we expect next from Mobile Stew? Like,
docu-series, yo, check it out coming up.
What is a docu-series?
Docu-series is like an unscripted, real reality TV show, you know what I'm saying? Or a piece, not a reality TV show, but it's like, imagine if you could get the real story of what's really going on without peppering it. Yeah, no script.
Not the additives.
What really happens right there is what you're really getting in this. Basically to shine light on different areas in the different cities and metropolis.
Because when I first heard about the Mobile Stew being like a docu-series, that's the first thing I thought about was like, you don't have to make this shit up. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can pull up the Mobile Stew anywhere in the country and there's gonna be authentic shit happening. You know what I mean? It's like, it might be shootings, it might be people rapping, like little kids rapping, it might be like people crying and like emotion spilled out.
You don't have to make it up.
You don't have to make it up.
There's no script.
There's no script because when rap and that, like I seen it firsthand when the Mobile Stew pulled up in the hood, people come out of their cribs.
Mm-hmm. It felt so.
Somebody who lost their son to a murder days before I showed up.
As soon as the Mobile Stew pull up, that mic come out, people start rapping, people start coming out their houses, people start pulling, parking their car and just standing over there and start, you know, they gravitate towards it. So the story,
it was to call it a polarizing thing. Would you say that? Like
yeah. You don't have to make the story up. You know what I mean? There has to be no additives and preservatives. You know what I mean? Added to
would you combat that? Like if they tried to say we're gonna do this, but we're gonna do a script, would you say no?
Well, can I say that real quick before Mike? I think a lot of reality TV shows start out really organic,
and then it has to transition. And then
because when stuff like
It becomes monotonous.
Exactly. People can be.
People get bored with it.
Like people
They
can
want
be.
drama.
You can follow me around for like, let's just say 6 hours out of the day. It might be kind of exciting, but there's 24 hours in a day. You know what I mean? So the rest of those hours are gonna be just boring ass, regular, everyday bullshit.
Taking a shit, making breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that. That's everyday regular bullshit. So when that started happening and the excitement starts to die down, now you have to make up shit.
Probably start doing full-length films at that point.
Yeah, you have to start making up shit and start adding stuff.
But if the mobile stew does that, it would lose some of its integrity, right?
I don't think that's my whole point. Is the mobile stew
doesn't have to do that.
It don't have to do that
because it's not going to be a fucking series that has 1 million episodes. It's going to go.
There's no story needed.
Yeah,
there's no story needed.
Will tell itself.
The story is people coming out and rapping into the mic. People love to hear people rap. People love to hear hip hop. People love to hear expression.
It's authentic every time.
It's authentic every time.
But then to see it connected to community change is something else too.
Exactly, because that's going to happen. Sometimes it's not going to happen. But at the end of the day, you're still going to have entertainment with hip hop, rap, and everywhere you go is going to be different. You know what I mean? Like, it might be a little 5-year-old one day come out and just start spitting bars. You know what I mean? You can't make this shit up.
Or grandma
might come out and start rapping. You know, like you know what I mean? You can't make this shit up.
I see a grandma was singing "I'm in Love with the Coco." It was pretty awesome.
Word.
I like the original song.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Mike.
No, you ain't cut me off, yo. I'm really glad that I get that point of view because I wonder what, when you're not on the other side of the board, kind of moving that and controlling the stuff with the mobile. So I wonder how that looks to my team, like it's in particularly like my community, and then secondarily on top of that, you as my team is UZD and Universal Collective. But the one thing I wanted to point out that I feel like sometimes we're missing is that, people wanted to hear a good show, but interestingly enough, what the mobile stew is really focused on is the person that's really doing the art, doing the spitting, doing the recording, doing the vocalizing, doing the singing at the mobile stew, because there's something that happens there that's euphoric, I think, to the artist and the participant that gives it what I'm starting to call the ice cream truck effect, which was something that was set by.
Is that like the ice cream song, like the Wu-Tang
how
song?
people come running?
I'm also debating the Santa Claus effect, but I don't want to deal with
No. Let's leave that one.
ice cream.
Ice cream is better than the Santa Claus effect.
Yeah, so
it's like an old white guy fat. We don't need that.
People it's not even just that people want to have the freedom to create and express. It's that people also want to have the ability to be heard the way that these people that they listen to on a day-to-day basis.
People they look up to, yeah.
Something divine happens when other people are listening to you and are in alignment with you when you're spitting your truth on that mic.
That's an ill quote right there. Something divine happens to you. That's ill.
Right, because because when the mobile stew comes out, not everybody's trying to rap.
Can't stand this.
Majority of the people are trying to listen.
Wearing my sweater. Both of you guys.
And that's I mean, like, it's the illest shit. Like, it's real ill to me because, like, it's so simple, but it's so effective. You know what I mean? Like, you go to somebody and tell them, like, yo, this is the mobile stew. Like, damn, how come I didn't think of that? You know what I mean? Everybody says that. How come I didn't think of that shit? A mobile studio. You know what I mean? And
it's such a simple concept.
But the best concepts are the simple ones. Because it's stripped.
You know why? Can I speak on that? I think that let me tell you why that's important, right? Have you noticed like Tribe Called Quest, J. Cole, people like that, all these progressive people, the people that are really on the edge of progression, what are they doing right now? They're going with the stripped down effect, right? Because we've been so fucking jaded by the glitz, the glamour, the fucking extras, the extra shit, right? We've been so watered down by it that the people can no longer connect with the art, and now we're more being able to connect with the stripped down effect, right? Isn't that what made Wu-Tang so big? It sounded like they recorded it in the fucking basement.
I don't think
right? Rawness of it.
Well, that comes with like
right?
That comes with the identity of your music. You know what I mean?
True indeed.
Like Lloyd Banks. Like, if you listen to Lloyd Banks, he's talking about glitter, gold, and money, but his fucking music sounds like it's recorded in the basement. It's gutter, it's real muddy, it's kind of distorted, but that goes along with his persona. You know what I'm saying? The difference between the mobile stew is not stripped down, it's just organic.
No, I get that, but what I'm saying is that the whole stripped down thing goes along with that because that's been the trend. Look at how people, right? We got all this.
That's the
people
trend.
Going back to fucking.
That's
vinyl.
the trend because.
Right? People don't want all the glitz, the glamour, the extra shit. They want to hear the raw shit now. People are starting to understand where this fake shit is taking us. And they're no filters. They want to hear raw shit. People are tired of hearing all this extra shit on things. Well, it's like people that want to see a movie with a storyline instead of just cars blowing up all the time.
Well, kind of like.
All right.
Well, like how do you relate that with the mobile stew?
I relate that back to what I'm saying is that the mobile stew is a simple idea. It's not a complex idea. A fucking mic, a studio, in a fucking vehicle, people recording. It's stripped down. There's no glitz, there's no glamour, there's no fucking balls, no lights, no thing. It's no lights.
But it can be though.
It can be, but right now it's a mic and it's a truck.
That's the thing with the mobile stew, that it can be the glitz and glamour, and it can be the hood. It can be everything. No matter.
It could be the juncture.
So if you pull up the mobile stew in fucking Harlem, it might be glitz and glamour. It might be a show. You know what I mean? Because that's what they're about in Harlem.
Harlem is more showy, yeah.
They're more about the show. You pull up in Brooklyn, there's gonna be some gutter niggas out there talking about gutter shit, and that's what
it'll change the format.
It's organic.
Yeah.
No matter where you pull up, you don't have to make the story up.
But the bottom line point, the bottom line point is that the mobile stew doesn't need a fucking script and it's just raw. Yeah, that's the bottom line of it.
But the story will create itself because, like in the, for instance, in the pilot,
because it means a documentary is one thing.
In the pilot,
a couple episodes.
In the pilot show,
that shit came out so mean.
In the pilot, they showed the emotional side of it, where your boy. Big Skull, his stepson got killed earlier that night.
Yep.
And that the mobile stew actually showed that raw footage of him being emotional, a big, gangster dude. Like not gonna say gangster, but
he's the bodyguard for Jadakiss.
Word up.
He's Jadakiss's bodyguard.
And it actually showed him crying about his stepson.
Yeah.
And that shit wasn't made up.
Now you can't make that shit up.
You don't have to make it up.
And it wasn't exploitative either. It wasn't done for the show of it. It was done to show. He just happened to be there. We didn't plan that. They didn't say, "Hey, let's get this guy to come cry about his son just died." He came, and it was organic, and that's what the mobile stew is about.
Word up.
And I agree.
And with that being said,
we're out of here.
With that being said, man, 5,000.
Thank you for tuning in. Check us out next week. We will be in studio with a call in from the mighty Sadat X from the legendary Brand Nubian. We'll have a couple of other guests. Check us out. Check out besides the Facebook stream. Check us out on our website for the actual real stream where you can see the whole camera. www.uzd.world because we are a global force. So we don't do a .com. We are a .world. How many rap groups got a .world, yo?
Nobody.
Baby. So check us out. Victoria. Yeah. Nobody. No, you should stop it, Victoria. Stop it, girl. Stop it.
Nah, yo, man.
So
keep sweating from my dadhood, right?
Yeah,
so keep sweating doo-wop, everybody harmonizing.
Yeah, like the barbershop quartet era.
Like, don't pay your day job or something. When he finally made it,
they was like, hold on.
Nobody
thought his ass was gonna get there.
Victoria, we about to be out of here. You want to take us out with a melody or something?
Oh, you want me to sing something?
Yeah, just take us out. Halfway through, we're gonna cut it off. But you want to just
with acapella style?
Whatever you want. Here you go.
There is a saying, oh, that love is blind. Still we're often told, seek and ye shall find.
Sure enough.
So I am going to seek a certain man I had in my mind. There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be someone who watched over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in the wood. I know I could always be good to one who'd watch over me. And though he may not be the man some girls think of as handsome, oh, but to my heart he will carry the key. Oh, yeah, yeah. So won't you tell him, please, to put on some speed and follow my lead? Oh, how I need someone to watch over me, I say. Someone, I said, someone, I said, someone to watch over me.
I got a little emotion on me.
How the fuck you doing right there?
My contacts. I'm feeling some type of way. Nabi Reality, UZD, Victoria Rios, Buddha Monk. We in the building. Mike Boston Mobile Studio. Check us out next Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m. We want to be with Sadat X, a couple other people. Make sure you support the website, support the movement, man. And do us a favor. Do yourself a favor. That artist down the street that ain't nobody right now that you think is talented, support them, because everybody, even the greatest of all of us, was local at one point.
Church.
So support that artist, because some of the greatest minds and some of the greatest voices often get overlooked. So make sure, and we ain't even talking about us. I'm talking about wherever you at, whether you're in New Zealand, whether you're in Afghanistan, you're in Belize, so many different countries watch the show. All of y'all, support your local artists, not just because they're local, but because if you feel their art and you connect with it and you have a connection with it on a deeper level, connect with it and educate yourself. We talked about so many things tonight. We talked about Two Live Crew. We talked about the creation of hip hop. We talked about the
Romani people,
the Gitano. We talked about all these things. Do your research and just stop watching videos of people fighting and shit online and educate yourself, because there's a war coming, and the war is going to be for the minds of the people, and the struggle is going to be, no man is safe in this war. You know what I'm saying? And there's no such thing as halfway crooks. Shout out and rest in peace to Prodigy. The man talked about the Illuminati, children abductions, a lot of things. Go back and listen to the elders and build off their wisdom and search for knowledge. Don't just watch fucking YouTube, and don't just watch us, and don't just listen to these fucking rappers and all this other shit. Go out and educate yourself and build, because your children need to be educated, because there's a war coming. And if you can't feel it in the air, then you're totally the fuck out of tune. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to be here every Thursday till this motherfucker blows, and we're going to be teaching, and we're going to be building, we're going to be education. And Wu-Tang is for the children. Universal Zoo is for the children. Victoria Rios is for the, how you say?
Everyone.
Gitanos! And for the children.
What
was that grab earlier? When they grab you like this. You know what I'm saying? With the hair or whatever. But to wrap it all up, the final point is that educate yourself in this time and educate your children. Don't let the media or the fucking the laptops or all this other shit educate your children. Make sure that they're educated, because the future leaders of America, the person who brings out the cure to AIDS, the person that would change the government, might be that kid on the corner that's overlooked, that might go to the mobile stool or come to the Chopp Shop or might come to your house for dinner. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. So make sure that you pay it forward, you give back to the universe, and you educate yourself. Because like we said, there's a war coming, and no man, no woman is safe.
Do it for the youth, then.
Do it for the youth, then, and prepare yourself. Chopp Shop Radio, on behalf of the Zoo Bullies, Brooklyn Zoo, Wu-Tang, the Universal Collective, UZD. We love y'all. Keep rocking with us.